Folks. Yay! Crit Juice! Pretty Juice.
We back, baby.
We're here for you. For you.
Right.
And you. And you.
You.
And
This
you.
one, David.
Can
David,
you?
this one. The
for
red
That
one.
one, oh, let me check with engineering. Does that one pick me up? Or is that camera pick me up?
He has one camera right there.
Yeah.
Well, now it's
I have a
up.
special DM camera.
Playing the Gary game.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I am, of course, David, the DM, who doesn't know which camera to look at. And here are my 3 Intrepid players today. Yeah, we got 3.
Intrepid.
That's all we need. The core 3.
Yeah, the people's 3.
The people.
The people's 3.
I know I say this to every other group when I just have 3 players, but you're the only 3 that we really need. You 3 are the core, the best players, and those other guys are kind of dragging us down. So this is going
I've
to be.
always been thinking that. I'm glad
It's
you
true.
said
It
it.
is these 3.
It's good to hear it out loud.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice
I
to
may
get
say that again next week to whoever we have at the table, but just so you
Yeah.
guys know, I really mean it with you.
Oh,
Wow.
sweet. That's very kind.
That means a lot.
So I'm David. This is Crit Juice. We're back for our live monthly streaming game. Obviously, this gets cut up and turned into sweet podcasts as well, so you can always find that. Or you can go to our awesome website, critjuice.com. But who are the 3 beautiful people that we're playing with
All
today?
right. Thank you, Marilyn Manson.
That was a Marilyn Manson reference. Very
yeah,
good.
beautiful people.
My hero.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel Acker. I play Zordicus, the psychopath, hermit, crazy sorcerer, weirdo, dark elf, all around
Fun
huggable.
guy. Oh, sorry. What did you say?
Huggable.
My name's Matt Buholtz. I play Roofer, the Wood Elf Roofer. He comes from a family of roofers.
Roofer, the Wood Elf Roofer, the Roofer. Well, we already, I guess. Yep. Great. That all makes sense for me. Are you still a roofer?
Yeah. Well, technically, I'm an adventurer / entrepreneur now.
Ooh.
You're roofing for yourself now.
Well, I changed my card a bit. I'm looking for other opportunities. I'm still with the Thatch Bros officially, but I'm also like on a vacation.
Yeah, well, you're on a beautiful island in the middle of lovely Kraken Bay.
He's
So
he's an
named.
entrepreneur. You can see him on Shark Tank.
All right,
Maybe-
so I've got something great to sell you this week. I don't think you've ever seen something like this before. It's a bit of thatch and you put it on a roof. Keeps the rain out of your house. You buy it now, you get 2%. Final offer.
How'd that one go in Shark Tank?
They
They
were
take-
pretty,
they-
They've seen
brutal.
better.
Yeah.
Well, we may put you guys in a literal tank of sharks this time. In game.
Oh, wow.
Because there's ocean nearby.
Nice.
Isn't that kind of like a tank of sharks?
Yeah.
It's the biggest tank.
Yeah.
All right, and least but not last.
Oh, hey.
Wait.
Flip it. Strike that. Reverse it. Who we got?
Missy Elliott.
Keep it. No. Hi, I'm Tom. I play Mac Mumbles McGumtree. Oh, the red light. I look at the red light. Mac Mumbles McGumtree, who's a rock gnome bard. He's a prolific singer-songwriter, and he's also just a rampant drug addict and a real piece of work.
But lovable.
Lovable.
Great. Can we hear a little bit of
based
what
on-
Max sounds
Hi,
like?
everybody. I'm good. I hope you're having a good time.
Yeah, this is the group of like horrible voices
What? No, the 3 best voices.
for being picked up on mic.
Yeah.
The 3 best voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, stumble along at home as we play along. Okay, so that's Mac Mumbles McGumtree,
Yeah.
rock gnome bard, kind of a washed-up former superstar, right?
Very washed up.
Which
he hasn't
obvious-
had a hit in a while.
Which leads into the rampant drug use.
Oh, he's deeply in debt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Deeply in debt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I knew that. I like it. Are you on the run from debtors? Is that part of the reason you're
Why
an
are all my
adventurer?
characters on the run? He's not so much on the run. He's forgotten about most of the debts because of his drug addiction.
it's-
Yeah.
I can think of one debt they hasn't paid.
Oh, what's that?
Huh? Come on.
That's the whole reason I'm here.
Come on.
One
you-
debt to the. Did you
What?
get your roof thatched?
Excuse me. Oh.
Like your massive,
Now
your
it's
massive,
getting
your massive
I mean, we've
drug
moved
management.
past
Vacation
it by
home,
now, I
yes.
feel, but like, there's still like that little thing where it's like, one day.
Yeah, I'll get you back. I'll get you back. Yeah.
That's one serious debt that they had to send one of their best thatchers out to like collect on it.
Probably not one of the best, but definitely a dedicated one.
Well, okay,
God.
The guy who
Committed
needed something
one.
else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send him out. Send him after that guy's
They're like,
dead.
just Jesus, just send Roofer.
Should we send Mopper? No, the other one.
No, the other one. Yeah.
Mopper. Is that I guess Roofer's your last name. I was wondering if you had a brother named Mopper.
I'm
Mopper
Roofer, like Mario.
Okay, is there a Mopper Roofer in your family?
I probably.
Ooh,
My dad was
probably. I'll
Roofer.
take it. All right, we'll look into it.
You guys, lots of follows and subs during that time.
Oh yeah, let's acknowledge them. Imagine Man 03, Image Man 03, Turtlefall 2.
It's like Titanfall 2, but with more shells.
I play
You paying.
Up Aegon.
I play UPay IGN.
You play. I play. You pay. IGN. I get it. I don't get it. But we'll move on. Thanks for the follows, guys.
It's if layup. Hey, Igan.
That I like.
Yeah.
Mac, I got to go one more thing with Mac Mumbles McGumtree.
Oh no.
Are you traveling through this whole crazy world alone?
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah. Sorry. Good
Yeah.
save. I have a friend, a drinking buddy, who happens to be a pink pygmy elephant named Tipsy.
Yes. Who is probably the more sensible one of the group.
Yeah, exactly.
But
She'll try to be like, wrap up the night, and usually fail.
That's interesting. When that comes down to it, when it comes to the wrap up the night moment,
Yeah.
and you can't even pick your face up off the ground, it's just sliding right off because you're so drunk. That's a good analogy. Wow. Okay. Hey, hello, all you followers. I love it. Is it Tipsy who comes in and is like, okay, let's go home? Does she went out, or are you like, no, one
Some
more
of the
drink,
time.
and then do
Some
you
of the
pull?
time, but some of the time she's the culprit too. Yeah, listen.
Okay,
They enable each other for
it's
sure.
an enabling relationship.
Yeah.
The gnome and the elephant.
Yeah.
Guys, these follows are fast and furious.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you, Bland Bladder, Taco Slav, Jack Rathbone.
That's the coolest action hero name.
Jack Rathbone.
Jack Rath.
Ian.
Give me,
Donnie Honecker. Danny
give me
Honecker.
Rathbone.
Give me Rathbone.
Yeah.
Rathbone, you're a menace.
I told you I quit.
Dubai, 1991, and
Yeah!
Yeah.
100%.
I think you're supposed to put on sunglasses after that.
That's true. Sorry. I messed up.
Deal with it. Guys, thanks so much for the follows. So, a couple things you can do, all of you beautiful people in chat, are you can donate to influence the actual game that we're playing now, or if you're listening on the podcast, you'll have missed that chance, but wow, they're going to influence the game. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So you can donate to do things like give us rerolls.
Yeah.
You can donate to do some other crazy stuff that our engineers are going to be filling the chat with, including there's these tiered goals, basically. So every time you donate to do anything, even if it's just money for money's sake, you help us reach these communal goals that include things like giving these guys weird magic items, always one of them is cursed,
Yes.
making them engage in heroic battles at the table, which I cook up. I think last time, or was it
Cook and I had
last
to
time
eat
with the
bananas.
yes, the Banana Man 95 competition.
We
Wow.
scarfed down a bunch of bananas.
Bandana bananas.
Speed banana eating. Yeah, that was
It
good.
actually was nice. It was nice to get the potassium.
You're looking better.
I don't think I had a banana in like months.
Yeah,
Or
you were.
fruit. Oh god.
Well, we got none of that tonight. All right, and the last thing I wanted to say is that we love you. Yeah, was that it?
Whoa!
I think that's it. We love you. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on our Twitter at CritJuice. That's our show's Twitter here.
Yeah.
The channel is Saving Throw Show. Follow them as well. And I'm sure we had something important that we'll get to. Oh, yeah, I know what it is. Drinking rules.
Drinking rules.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to take us through what we do?
Daniel, hit him up.
All right. So we drink anytime we get inspiration. Anytime we crit. Anytime we crit fail. Anytime we unlock an achievement. Those are the drinking rules. Now, at any other point, if we just feel thirsty,
You may
we'll
see us
tell you,
drink.
You might see us still drinking.
Might do it.
And now we should roll for the drinking gods that you guys have submitted. So,
All right, that sounds good.
Tom.
roll up that d6.
All right.
Thomas.
Yeah. I'm going to pull up
That's a 2.
Two.
We got 2 Drinking God rules to follow now, so let's see what we got.
All right, pulling these up on the Twitter. You guys
Okay.
submitted these on Twitter using the hashtag CritJGods.
That's right.
Thank you.
Crit J God. So on the Twitter at CritJuice, go there. Is that hashtag?
Yep, hashtag CritJGods.
Oh,
We'll
thanks
do
for the-
Drinking Gods. So don't do those anymore. You can now do CritJ1 or CritJ20 for successes or failures reversed.
Okay, that
Yes.
sounds good. All right, so those are obviously you guys submit the Drinking Gods rules, which we're going to do. You also submit the crit fail or crit success rules, and so that was Crit J1.
CritJ1 for failures.
Okay.
CritJ20, the numbers.
Yeah.
The numbers, the number 1 and the number 20.
Yeah. So just submit those as you can, and then whatever we have in the doc the first time a natural 1 or a natural 20 comes up, we'll just determine randomly what's going on. So whatever you're submitting right now is going to enter that feed, and we will see
Right.
what comes up.
And Crit J Matchbox 20 to win some tickets.
Why?
The tickets are good for
No.
1998.
Okay, so the first Drinking God rule submitted by Kyle Gould,
Ooh,
Kyle
Alien
Gould,
Song.
hello.
who does a ton of the Crit Juice wiki. If you ever want to know what happened in an episode of Crit Juice, because maybe you were too drunk the last time you played Crit Juice, go to the Crit Juice wiki.
Yeah, I don't know how we, the people who play the game, would continue to play the game without these guys helping us out.
We'd be lost.
Yeah.
For sure.
He put, if a player spends a token to force a reroll, they have to drink. If they force the DM to reroll, everyone has to drink.
That's a great rule. In fact,
Yes.
I'm going to lobby to make that a permanent rule going forward.
That's a pretty good rule.
So if when you guys, because we're going to get these reroll tokens, they're going to come in. Anytime you guys spend one, whoever spent it has to drink. If you guys make me reroll my dice roll, which I hate more than anything, you all have to drink, and that makes me feel a little bit better.
That is a great one.
And the second rule comes from Ezra Tuckelstein, or
Oh.
Tuckelstein,
Ezra, hello.
Sir Farsouth.
Yes.
Of the Kentucky Tuckelsteins.
It's called 2 on the nose. Every time a 2 is rolled, players must put 2 fingers on the tip of their nose. Last to put 2 on the nose has to take a drink.
Okay, that's a fun little.
Well, nose goes.
Can you give me that one again? I missed it. Okay.
Every time a 2 is rolled, the number 2, players must put 2 fingers on the tip of their nose. Last person to do it has to drink.
I like it.
So you got to have some game sense. You got to be dice smart.
Anytime anybody rolls a 2.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Thank you, Ezra Tuckelstein. That's always great to see you in chat.
Got to be a real Jack, whatever.
Rathbone.
Rathbone. Yeah, Rathbone. There we go.
Jack Rathbone.
Jack Rathbone knows what's up with
Back
dice.
in the action, is that the sequel?
Yeah, he's gone. Now he's back.
The only time I put 2 fingers by my nose is to smell them. Rathbone, baby.
Classic rap.
Yeah.
That makes me want to see the Rathbone Andrew Boats or what was it?
Andrew Dice Boats.
Andrew Dice Boats team up big buddy pick that they did that
Oh,
one
yeah.
time. I don't know what happened or what it was called,
It's
but I want to see
it's a
it.
cop buddy movie.
All right, guys, we have a bunch of donations in right now that I got to hit right off the top. Thank you for all
Thank
these
you.
amazing donations. You're
Jeez.
the best, guys.
Fantastic.
Kiara the Braid. I think I'm saying that right. Kiara, do you guys know?
Kira.
Kira?
Kiera.
Kira. All right. Kira the Braid, thank you. A regular on the show and someone who I love to see in the chat. Gives, resubscribed. Anytime you guys subscribe or resubscribe, you get a chance to give a reroll. Gives a reroll to me, the DM, so I can screw you.
Big mistake.
Thank you. I love that. Prometheus Sharp gives their subscriber reroll to David. That's me again.
Who did that?
Yes. That was Prometheus Sharp. Or Prometheus Harp.
Come on, man.
I love it. I think we got
Couldn't even be Aliens 2 sharp.
Prometheus Aliens 2 Sharp.
Poor decisions all around, except for donating, because that does help.
There we go, making up for the movies' bad decisions
Yes.
here in real life. Prometheus Sharp also needed to give another 3 rerolls
What?
to Tom, Matt, and Daniel.
Oh, okay. 3 each.
Yeah! Okay, great. Guys, and he says, even though there's no nips on Twitch, he wanted to donate to give those to you guys.
Uh-huh.
Too bad, I know.
All right.
Maybe we'll do a live show again sometime. It'll be nothing but nips.
Yeah, on Facebook Live where you can show all the nips you want.
Yeah.
I see Tom just envisioning it and then blacking it out and going, no, never.
No one wants this.
I've got to get out of this group. They're crazy. The last donation we have in the dock here is Duppy Hobb.
Duppy Hobb
The Dupster
from Las Vegas.
gives their sub reroll to Matt.
Whoa.
There you go,
Thanks,
Matt.
Dups.
Guys, let's give a big cheers to everybody who donated so far. Do we have a good cheers for the evening?
What should our cheers for the evening be? I liked last time when we had for re-rolls, we got something we had to say each time.
Yeah.
So if in Twitch chat, if you guys can start putting things that we should say when we toast and cheers and whatever, let us know what
How
those
about
are.
whoever does the next donation gets to determine.
Well, I like having a full list too.
Oh, just do a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pull
so that we can cycle them.
Can you guys do that?
But for now, let's just do a classic.
I'm getting a nod.
Cheers.
Maybe. I'm getting a strong maybe. Cheers,
Cheers.
to all of you guys. Thank you for supporting
you.
us, coming out.
Thank
It
you.
means everything. Really, honestly, it does. Guys, thanks. That's great. We have our reroll tokens, so remember, anytime you want to spend one of these, we got a drink.
Duppy Hobb moved to Milwaukee.
For us?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's gonna be a longer commute next time we play live, but okay.
What's everybody drinking tonight, by the way? Just Pacificos.
Just doing a classic Pacifica.
Pacificos.
A little rum and Coca-Cola.
Ooh, stepping it up. I bring that up because I'm drinking this beauty, something or other, from Brewery Terreau. It's a Ghost, which is like a beer with salt in it, and in this case, turmeric.
You
So-
can make some at home.
No, coriander. Yeah, but
Take some regular table salt, pour about 3 tablespoons into any beer,
yeah, you got to go.
A few drops of red food
All right.
coloring.
and
Well-
then you'll have to ghost to the hospital.
Oh.
All right, that's it. All right.
Okay.
Thanks. Backwards.
Thanks for those donations. We're done.
All right, guys. I just want to raise my glass. I've been liking to do a little cheers to all of you out there. I hope you've taken this opportunity, guys, to get a hold of a drink. To say to you guys, thanks for coming out and playing. To say to all of you guys, we're all adventurers. We're all on our own quests. Sometimes things get dark. Sometimes things get pretty ugly when you're up against an evil foe. But you know what gets you through in the end? Believing in yourself. And I believe in you. And you can do it.
Except you.
You know who you are.
So that's to you guys. Come on in, relax, forget your worries for a couple hours, sit back with us, raise a drink, and cheers. Hail, adventurers.
Hakuna
Hey,
Matata.
Hail.
And to Critchus and you guys. Thank you so much, guys. All right, let's get into it. Please allow me to part the veil of reality.
Woo!
Oh, it feels good to part that veil. It's been a little while.
A little dusty?
No.
Oh, cool.
Reality? Oh man, reality's nothing but dust and grime. But it evaporates before us, drifting off into a mist that clears to reveal the beautiful blue expanse, almost like a Mediterranean sweep of ocean, studded with
Mediterranean is a sea.
keeping that veil parted. Not in this world, man.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to my imagination.
Things are crazy there. Mediterranean's an ocean.
Yeah, I rule. Yeah, whatever. Forget it. One of your reference books in your backpack just is filled with information about the Mediterranean Ocean now. Okay, so yes, but looking like you get what I'm saying. You guys have seen those pictures off of Greece or wherever like that. It's that beautiful-
Ilios.
Yes, exactly. That beautiful sapphire blue, and then these giant rocky isles. Not giant, small rocky isles jutting up out of it. There's no way to keep up with the followers right now, but thank you so much, everybody. Jutting up out of the blue depths, these huge rocky isles covered with all sorts of dense foliage, semi-tropical, all enshrouded within the Kraken Bay. The biggest body of water in the whole Greenwald region, the region you guys find yourself in, just to the west of the adventures from our previous season of Crit Juice. Just 1,000 miles to the west, bordering on the Great Ocean. And that's what the Kraken Bay opens into. But we press down through these clouds. We feel that breeze, that sea breeze blowing on our faces as we come in closer and closer to one isle, an isle almost dead center. An isle that as recently as yesterday held the terrifying, twisted black spire, the citadel of a lich. seldom seen in mortal lands, now seen no more, as he was banished from existence, struck dead by the word of Mac Mumbles McGumtree
I don't like it.
with the power of an unholy artifact. Certainly, we've actually got it right there on the table. Would you mind lofting it for us, hefting it? The Iron Flask. The Iron Flask, filled with potent spirits. I hope you see what I did there. Right, and so that, as you guys remember, contains a very potent spirit. It contains the actual form of Asmodeus, a devil, the lord of all devils. Why and how he got trapped into that flask when everyone thought he was, being in charge of the 9 pits of hell, nobody knows. But he is in there right now, and he is more than willing to grant your every wish and every desire. So we've seen that once. Mac, I'm going to say the flask is on you.
Okay.
Right now, I know it was on Chancho before, but Chancho staggers backwards and collapses.
Classic Chancho.
Classic Chancho. Gripping that jet obsidian black ring that he put onto his finger that he pulled from the Lich's corpse
Right.
last session. Face goes pale, he collapses unconscious. The flask is on you, sir. And as you hold it, you can almost feel like the cold beat of a heart, slow and sluggish within it. And you can hear that voice just in the back of your head, that subtle voice going, "Oh, baby, anything you want, and you can have it." Oh.
Anybody wipe this thing? I don't want it anymore. It's creeping me out.
That's what put you guys here, as that citadel basically literally blew to pieces around you and got sucked up through a vortex overhead, leaving you alone on an island. A little bit of exploration revealed that there's no way off this island. And you're stranded here, 3 of you, your other couple comrades who are strangely silent and quiet right now, can't participate in combat, they're just hanging out in the background. Also, Duke Draymore, the leader of the nearby city-state of Greyhaven. This will not be on the test. This is for me only. And the Queen, young Queen Sophia, are also present there. I'm going to put them on the map right now so we can keep an eye on them. We'll do that later. Shut up. Don't laugh at me. All right, there you go. You guys, thank you, Matt. Go and put them, somewhere. Put them actually a little bit up on that hill. That's perfect. I think, in fact, Duke Draymore, where is Zordicus? Duke Draymore is currently pulled over Zordicus's body,
Yeah, put him wherever.
sizzling with the smell of ozone and burnt flesh, as the thundercloud, which continues to roil about 100 feet overhead and flash from within with internal lightnings, roils at the beck and call of this figure standing on the shore, halfway in the water, halfway out. A man simply named as the Kraken Priest. He looks human, or like he used to be human.
He's got those tendrils.
It's Keith Richards.
No, he doesn't have face tendrils. So this is a pretty good approximation, but he's definitely doesn't have face tendrils. He can speak. He has a mouth. His skin is unusual. It looks like a starfish's skin. It's that pitted, rough texture. It looks like he used to be human at one point. And instead of hair, he's totally bald, but has like coral fans that come jutting up off of his head across different planes. And he seems to have kind of barnacle growths and coral growths coming out of his body. And his arms split right there between those fingers. Yeah, and they kind of can separate and come apart or come back together with a...
So, all we have to do is wait for global warming to take this guy out.
He pauses and looks up at the sky and tugs at his collar.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah.
With one of those bifurcated arms, he gestures up towards that storm cloud which he summoned, and it swirls sluggishly about. And you can almost feel the little hairs on the back of your neck begin to prickle up as he starts to summon another lightning bolt to lash out. It would be an easy task to simply run him, charge him, and knock him down if it wasn't for the goblins swarming about the ruins left on this island. They seem to be the native population. They're wearing a lot of crudely cobbled together, foliage type leaves and stuff like that, and smeared with native pigments. And it seems like there's probably a lot more. There's never just 6 goblins. There's always more, possibly in these forests off the edge of the map. And then finally, totally submerged in the water, flanking the Kraken Priest out beyond the shore. You can see them bobbing up and down, and the kind of gentle waves lapping into the sand are, they look like some sort of sea folk, merfolk or something like that. More activity happening out in the water. The last thing I want to pull your attention to is what they pulled up on shore at the end of last session. A giant clamshell, which, let's see here. We'll say it's open right now, because that's easier for me to do. Like just a huge clamshell, 10 feet wide, 10 feet long. This massive thing living, opening up, and within it, it seems to be some sort of personal storage repository and or altar of the Kraken Priest. Moments ago, he was giving some sort of big speech to the goblins assembled on the island. His attention was drawn by your heroes charging heedlessly from the foliage over the hills and striking into battle with them. And that is where we pick up this very moment. I'm going to need new initiative checks from everybody, because unless someone remembers what the initiative order was last time. No, of course not. Fine, I'll do everything myself. Initiative checks, please.
Initiative! Oh!
Clink,
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 That's
clink,
the one we
clink.
forget.
Cheers, boys.
Perfect.
Is that a 20?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Was it a 2?
It was really close.
Oh. So if someone rolls a 2 and I can't see, should we have to call it out?
No,
that fair?
No, you
because
just gotta be
you
quick with
you
it.
have to see that you rolled a 2, or someone else has to see it.
Ay, 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 ay.
Crit on that, baby.
All right, and so does everyone know? I bet you do. Let's go around. Mr. Zordicus, what did you roll?
I crit. That's a 21.
21.
Nice.
Rufa.
Roofer has an 8.
Oh, that's unusual. Okay.
19!
Holy smokes.
Well, see you guys later.
Roofer, why are you distracted right now that these guys would go before you?
I'm getting a lay of how, like, what sort of goblins these are, like what sort of weapons they have, what sort of situation we're in, and if anyone looks like they might have some money.
Okay. You're distracted by money woes
Because
for a moment.
nothing deteriorates a roof quite like Ocean Sea. Like the salt gets in there, starts cracking. It's real bad. So
Okay, so
you
you're-
gotta take care of that early.
Gotcha. Well, then these ruins clearly could use a nice thatching. That would really spruce up the
Oh,
place.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. And we have some cheers in. Remind me next time where guys are ready for. Yeah, great. Okay, so I rolled as well. You, Mr. Zordicus, get to go first.
Woo! All right. That's
Where are you? So you're standing on top of this low hill,
Yeah.
30 feet up or so.
Yeah.
There's some ruins stretching out through. There's a bit of kind of like sandy grass, low sandy grass like you guys get, stretching down to the beach grass that gives way to the actual sand and then the surf beyond that. It's swarming with goblins.
Sweet. Okay. Zork is gonna get away from this lightning rod of a person now.
You leave his smoking, so the Duke rolls off of you and rolls over and just is fried.
Zordicus laughs. Right, goblins. So he's gonna go for this first one that's closest to him with just a firebolt. He's gonna do something cool. That's a 17, and it is for 8. It's just a big old flame ball. He's gonna try to singe this goblin.
One of these goblins, which guy?
This guy.
8 to hit. His
Or
AC.
no, 17.
Oh, 17, that hits, and then 8 points of damage?
8 points of damage.
It hits, and it fries him. How does he react to being engulfed in flame?
He's like, if only I was near water.
That's so he charges towards the surf and then collapses onto his knees just a half a foot away.
And maybe his hand dips in it, but
And
it's
he's-
not enough.
And the waves lap up and carry his
dark.
corpse out to sea.
Yeah.
No, the loot.
He's a goblin piece of shit.
All right, Mac.
Mac.
Do you move on your turn, Zordicus?
Yes, I.
Okay, you descended the hill, dropping down. Mac, And is Tipsy out there anywhere?
Yeah, she's with. Mac lands on the map and is like, I had to pee. Sorry, so sorry. So where should I start anywhere, David? Or
I think anywhere on that mount, somewhere in the back half or on the top would be fair.
right.
There we go.
I'm going to let's see.
You spot Roofer is out there. He obviously impetuously charged his way into combat, but not looking too concerned.
Into combat or into business?
I'm going to get a little closer. In range. And I'm gonna dissonant whispers this little. Where's that fuck? Is that here? Oh,
There's
sorry.
little guys all over the place.
That son of a bitch right there.
So you come merrily bounding your way down the hill? Over the
Yeah,
hills?
he's pulling up his pants. He just peed and he's like, sorry, had to pee a little bit. All right, got it. Now, I know exactly immediately what's going on.
Dude, you would have no
Because
clue.
the right balance of drugs is working out in his favor at the very moment. It will go horribly wrong soon, though.
Okay, so the wavelengths have synced up.
Yes.
Your mental
he's
wavelength and-
Very, very clear-headed, and he just goes straight to his lute and does dissonant whispers, which is usually one of his bad songs that sounds really bad.
Okay, can you just give me the title of it?
Yeah, sure. Title is. Should we take a suggestion of a title? Or no? We don't have time.
No, we don't have time for this.
Someone give me a suggestion.
If you guys want to suggest song titles for Tom to improvise off of, that's fine. But I just want a song title from you. You're
Okay.
capable of this,
All
Tom.
right.
I know it.
Yes.
The title of a bad song that Mac would know.
Little Timmy.
That's a B-side if I ever heard one.
Yeah, that's a C-side.
Oh!
Yeah!
All right, I got to give you inspiration for that one.
Yeah.
And if I start giving you inspiration
Here we
for
go.
Oh yeah, that's what's our cheer for this drink?
May your enemies grant you swift victory.
May your enemies grant you swift victory.
And we've got some shorter ones. as
Taylor
well.
Swift.
Yes. That almost makes sense. I'm going to give you that, sir, to represent a inspiration, which means, of course, anytime you roll D20, you can roll 2 D20s and take the higher value.
Boom.
And you can only have one inspiration at a time, so, use it. I was going to ask you briefly, Little Timmy, is that early career or late career?
Very early career.
Early
But
career,
he
Mac.
still was not hitting.
Okay, so this is emulating someone else. So you come out, you strum your lute, and then what do I need to roll for that to have any effect?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, Goblin's not so good at it. Ooh, but he rolled all right. What do I have to beat?
You just have to save. Is it?
To save, or what do I have to roll to save against it?
Save like 30.
It's probably, could be close, 15 or 16.
The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Failed save.
Is it
It's
on
usually
your wisdom?
10 plus your charisma modifier
Then.
plus your level mod.
Okay. Then it's. Okay. Then it's 18.
He does not save. What does this do to this poor goblin?
3d6 psychic damage.
What?
Damn, son.
Little
Yeah.
Timmy is a terrible song.
It's a terrible song, and he has to move. His next turn. He has to try to move
I
away
think
from
he's
me.
dead.
Yeah,
Not an
his-
obvious
It's
danger
possible
to-
if he rolls 3 ones, he may survive.
All right.
Well, thank you for that info.
Well, or there's a couple other combinations, but
Calm
I'm
down.
not gonna. Just don't want you to think I'm giving you stuff.
Oh, almost.
Nah.
That is at 8.
Yeah, no, he starts listening to Little Timmy and catchy, too catchy. Can't get it out of my. And then
He has horrible taste because it's not catchy at all.
he charges headlong into one of these stone pillars, slamming his head against it in order to drown out the noise, and collapses backwards. Insensate.
Why am I excited about violence?
Because it's fun.
His character's so torn. He's like, he doesn't really want to hurt people, but he is a lot.
Well, that was a good way to do a lot of damage to a person. So yes, he's conflicted. Great, Roofer.
Alright.
Before you have a chance to act,
Really?
yeah,
What?
the Kraken Priest turns towards you. He seems to be. What you see is his throat kind of distend, almost bullfrog-like.
It's like
And then you hear some cracking sounds as if vertebrae are rearranging.
Vincent D'Onofrio in Men in Black.
Yeah.
Wearing that
Is
Earl
this
suit.
part-
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
great visual. He does do that. He did a great job in that role, didn't
He
Vincent
did,
D'Onofrio?
yeah.
He does a great job in everything.
Get off his
To
back.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
To Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
One of our Crit Juice followers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks by the way for that
Vincent's day one.
re-roll. Oh no, he didn't.
Thanks, Vince.
But whenever you want to donate a re-roll, Vince, that'd be great.
Yes.
And he speaks for the first time. You hear him speak in common. He's addressing all of you, but I guess mainly Roofer, since Roofer is making such a big presence of himself. And he turns towards the goblins around him.
Look at how they strike at you, my goblin friends. But the Kraken, the mighty Kraken of Kraken Bay, will show you mercy if you but convert to our side. Convert to the side of the Kraken. I speak his words while he lingers in the abyssal depths and plots domination, which will come surely.
As he gestures, by the way, his arms are like opening and closing weirdly as he kind of gestures around that bifurcated thing.
Long has this lich, this foul maggot upon the earth, frustrated our lord's attempt to claim the bay. And now he is gone. His power is unchecked. This feast before you,
He says, gesturing to the, by the way, I think I mentioned this last time, a spread of big, like, banana tree leaves on the ground. Spread with tons of, like a massive actual tuna from the ocean, just sliced up into the freshest sashimi and sea urchins cracked open and kelp salad in reverse order of deliciousness.
You don't think that uni's better than tuna?
I don't,
Okay.
and I'll go to the mat on that one.
You did.
This offering that they brought out, that these sea folk brought out before.
he is bountiful in his peace and dreadful in his storm-like wrath.
Did someone say Wrath? Jack Wrath rides it on a motorcycle with two sawed-off shotguns, and he's like, cracking this, and he just lights the place up. It's canon. Board is cleared.
If he kills you guys, I'm down with it. And then the rest of the game is the three of you playing Jack Rathbone. So someone suggests that is a crit deck submission, and
Yeah, I
you
mean,
may
that's
show
almost
up.
like a whole plot point, too.
Yeah, I like that.
Your jokes won't save you.
They
One
have
thing,
so far.
one thing,
Yeah, I gave you inspiration.
one thing will save you. Come here, drop to your knees, and accept the blessing of the Kraken.
You guys can see. So this.
Go for it, Aguilar.
You speak for Aguilar in this game?
Yeah.
I would like that.
Brian's character.
Well, I like Kraken.
My new name will be Kraken Herder.
Kraken kisser. So there's two halves of this open bivalve. One half just is filled with water. The other half also filled with water, but the body of a bound halfling bobs to the surface, just face down. And
Like dead?
They're bobbing for
no, he
halflings.
rotate. I guess
That's a fun game.
he's not totally submerged. He still looks more like a sacrifice. Like
But, like, is his face submerged? Because you don't have to have anything else really
no, they
submerged.
bound him in a weird way where he's floating face up.
Okay.
It's like a sensory deprivation tank or whatever.
Yeah,
We could have paid for that.
yeah, it's open now.
Very calming.
Our sacrifice will summon the Kraken,
He's getting into it.
Yeah.
So,
and the wave of great destruction will claim your borders. Repent now!
He's gesturing towards you guys. For
but, like, it's
non-acquisition.
the goblins' turns now, right?
It is, but I will let you guys speak if anyone wants to.
Kill the lich!
That's true.
And join us.
It's true. What?
You killed the lich?
Yeah.
Wow!
Surprising. True.
Then you will have the Kraken Lord's thanks and praise as you reside at his right hand.
I see what you did there.
Now I understand this because, like, I go door to door selling thatching and roofing, and you go door to door selling your religion and beliefs. And so I think there's a lot of similarities here. And I would just like to say that I think that the Kraken Lord probably has plenty of temples in the ocean, but you should start thinking about expanding. Now, I have some friends. I've got mortar. I've got paste.
The Kraken Lord cares not for thatch.
I just said mortar and paste, so those are two very different things than thatch. But if you do want thatch, I can specialize in that myself. I don't have to call the cousins. But what I think here is we've got a real business opportunity. And
The weak dwellings of man hold no interest. To us, we grow our mighty structures from the shells of the abalone.
Wow, that's a deep burn. Okay.
So I tried to throw him one of my business cards.
Okay.
It hits him in the eye. He dies.
It was coming back.
All right. Seeing that none of you seem like you're eager to capitulate,
Then you shall die.
Did you expect anything else, America?
hey, leaving that door open
Before I fry you with lightning bolts.
gosh,
You know what you need to have doors open? A structure. You know what a structure needs? A roof.
Silence!
lightning strikes you from the cloud.
You can try. I got Dex, motherfucker.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Maggie's like, shut up, man. Shut up. He's going to fry you.
You can.
All right.
What'd you roll there?
Dex saving throw is what? I roll and then I add my Dex mod.
Yeah, and I will need.
And if I do saving throws, I get like a bonus on that, right? Do I get advantage on that? I forget how saving throws
advantage,
work
so-
in.
Right. So is dexterity saving throw a class saving throw for your monk?
I
think it
believe
is.
so.
Okay,
That's
so
one of the things I didn't transfer.
You have a +2 bonus then to your
Okay.
dex saving throw, so it'll basically be +2.
17.
17. That's high enough. You are only going to take half damage from the 3d10 points of damage I'm about to roll.
12+4. 19.
19. Well, that's still a huge success,
Yeah.
you bastards. You did choose the right guy. The wrong guy to target. All right. And one more d10. Where you at, son? There we go. I rolled 18 points of damage, so you take 9 on a successful save.
Cool.
As lightning strikes, well, probably right at the masonry near your feet.
Does it hold up?
It does. This is solid, old stuff. So you probably have some grudging respect for it.
Definitely.
You dance out of the way of most of it, but chunks of, sharp stone and just the residual flare of the heat burn and singe you.
Now, what is... Oh, never mind. That doesn't work.
The Kraken priest gestures towards his two merfolk assistants.
Prepare the ritual!
He says, getting really into his role. And they begin to slosh along the shoreline. Closer to this. I need to throw a little guy on there, don't I, to represent our...
They just dunk the halfling's head in the water and hold him there for like a minute.
Yeah, that would work.
Whoa,
Nothing wrong with
quite
that.
the ritual. Oh, nice.
A little goblin, but let's pretend he's a little halfling. You want him in that one?
So he's face up.
Okay. Well, it's actually yeah, fine. He's in that one. It was going to say it's important, but it doesn't matter which half he's in. Okay. So yeah, that's the halfling in there. The merfolk swim towards it. They don't make it all the way there, but they're clearly making their way towards him, and you can see that they have simple garments, like just belts and bandoliers, kind of made from woven seaweed, or maybe fish hide. But definitely on that are sharpened bone daggers. In between you and them, of course, are the remaining goblins, who start screaming and yapping, hopping up and down with their weapons, driven to a fervor by the Kraken priest.
So I'm up, what, like 10 feet?
You're up pretty high. They're going to chuck, I don't know whether they have slings.
That's fine. Count as missiles, right?
100% they do. I'm going to put 2 goblins on you, I'm going to send another couple goblins charging towards Mac here. They're going to start sending sling stones at you, Mac. All right, so I got 2 on Mac, 2 on Roofer, and what is your passive perception, Zordicus?
12.
12? Okay, good. I'll get to that in a second.
Cool.
Roofer, what's your AC?
18.
Okay, I have 1 hit on you.
Okay.
That's 4 points of damage.
Okay, I'm going to use deflect missile.
Great, please do.
That is going to. I need a D10. Sorry, I rolled a D20.
Mac, what is your AC?
12.
12.
Yeah.
I like it. I love to hear that.
God. Hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Dave was
deflect.
tilting.
I deflect, take no damage
Weird.
from it,
Nice.
and I get to use it as an attack versus the Kraken Priest.
So is it you're snagging
Yeah.
it out of the,
And then I get to wing it back.
and you're gonna do it at the Kraken Priest?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
that guy's kind of being a real chump.
He's being a chump, but not. He's enjoying it.
He's about to be a real chum.
Yeah.
I'll give you inspiration on that. That's a pretty good pun. All right, let me give you an inspiration coin.
Yes.
You can even spend it on this roll if you wanted to.
I will.
And I'm going to open up these dark chocolate covered espresso beans because they'll keep me awake.
Inspiration on
Espresso
this.
yourself.
I'll just use it right now.
Thank you.
And I can't wait till I hit like level 6, then my damage goes up.
Level 6 is a huge level.
Okay, so that's going to be 23 versus AC on the Kraken Priest.
Well, that's a hit.
And that's going to do 9 damage.
9.
9 damage. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Where do you hit him at?
I'm aiming for his little bump.
The throat bump?
Yeah, I'm aiming for his bulbous bellows.
I like it. You nail him right there. He's like about to go on some other theatrical rant.
No one needs that.
It's inflating slightly, and then you just slam right into it. You see that real satisfying, like pushing deeply into a balloon. Can't talk. Shut him up. Mac, I have 1 hit on you. 3 points of damage as a sling stone catches you. I don't know, right in the ribs.
Yeah.
Laugh the goblins. Passive perception check, Zordicus. We hear more goblin laughter echoing, or maybe not laughter, chittering, echoing from the trees behind you. It sounds like there may be more goblins to join the fight. They seem to be drawn, possibly by the food, possibly just by all the other goblins gathering something. And if anyone wants to make more skill checks on any of that information, always feel free to.
On our turn or whenever we want?
Probably on your turn. Speaking of which, I'm done with my turn. It is Roofer's turn.
Yay! I will make a perception check to. Can I use a passive perception just to hear where those goblins are coming from?
Is yours higher than Zordicus's?
Yeah,
Come on.
You're a lot further away though. What is your
15.
That's pretty good. I'll say you're aware that there seem to be more
I just want to know
goblins.
which direction. Like, I don't need to know how
This
far.
edge of
or
the map
anything.
in the
Okay,
forest.
cool.
That seems to be where they live.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down from here using acrobatics.
Okay.
Because I want to do like a cool flip. Like I'm pretty like jazzed right now because I just like dodged lightning. So fuck you. And then I like threw a thing back. And what is even cooler, I'll mention in a minute after I land this sick gainer, which is going to be a 15.
It's a sick gainer. What is it? Is it a reverse backward gainer?
Well, a gainer is just feet
Always-
over.
It's always back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do that, and then I'm going to run up into combat range on the Kraken Priest.
Nice.
And what he doesn't know is, so like the rock came at me from the sling, right? And I
Yeah.
grab it, and I do like a spin with it to, kind of airbend that energy. But what happens is one of my rats actually ran down my arm as I was spinning, using the centrifugal force, and rode on that stone. So one of my rats is now like on this guy's back.
Wow.
And so as I come
These
up
are
to him,
well-trained rats.
yeah, they're super well trained. I paid a lot of money for them because they glow in the dark. But it like taps the Kraken Priest on the shoulder. Is like, and he's like, what? And then I'm going for the hit. So I'm gonna use my spar, which is a giant stick,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna knock the fish right out of this guy.
Let's see if you do. Roll it up.
That is going to be a 12 versus AC.
Ooh, is a miss.
Reroll.
He does have rerolls, by which means we all have to drink. No, I'm sorry. Only Matt has to drink.
If
that reroll.
if we make you reroll.
Then you'll have to drink. I like it. Okay.
All right, so
So
I'm
you
like,
come in with you tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, the mouse. Obviously, he's dealt with mice before. A weirdo. I'm like, well, let's try that again. We'll get it this time for sure, right, boys? All right, and that's going to be a 19 versus AC.
That will hit.
So that's going to do 7 damage. Then I use. I get to use a second attack because I'm a monk. So I'm going to do that next.
Great. I will say, so the first miss, let's attribute that to a, you almost hear like a watery drop sound, a preternatural aura of water.
Oh,
There seems to be some
what
sort
a
of a
jerk.
second sense that draws him to your move.
Can I?
You're doing
Is-
damage to him.
Can I tell
There seems to be some sort of
if
aura.
his feet are in the water?
No, his feet do not seem to be in the water.
Okay. Well, I'm going to then, because that was bludgeoning damage.
He took full damage from it.
Okay.
He did take full damage. And you get a second hit. I would say go ahead and make that at this point. But you do get the sense that he has some sort of magical ward around him in some way.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and continue to hit him with my unarmed then, which is not going to hit.
Ooh.
And I think that I'm going to stay right next to him then.
Thank you for the donation, lol fail WTF BBQ.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good name.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I also saw, lol failed.
WTF barbecue.
Yeah, who's like one of our big followers on Twitter.
Are you lol fail WTF barbecue? Thank you BBQ. And some follows. Thank you guys.
Or at least on Twitch on our other channel.
So you come down with the other punch, and then again that sort of
I just know that name.
he deflects your hit with a double-armed block, using just one of his bifurcated arms.
It's because I was empty.
Zordicus, yeah, that was probably it. Zordicus, before you have a chance to go, Queen Sophia, represented by this little miniature here, is with a shocked cry, goes scampering towards the smoldering body of Duke Draymore.
She trips, cracks her skull. No, I'm just kidding.
In Zordicus' imagination,
She gets him.
and then runs over to him, yeah. And is shaking him and is really concerned. That's it. Zordicus, you're up.
Zordicus again is going to look back at Princess Sophia, and in a voice that's clearly not his own, he'll be like, he was an honorable man, and he died the way he lived, writhing around in pain on fire, screaming. Just gives a nod. Then he's going to maneuver slightly over.
Queen Sophia, totally shocked.
Zordicus the whole time was listening to this Kraken priest talking about religion and whatnot, trying to like coerce them. And being a hermit, he's never been a part of any religion or any real organized group, so he's very he's intrigued but not intrigued enough.
Go on.
So what he's going to do is he's going to basically split the difference here, and that is he's gonna fucking try to kill this halfling, and we'll see if either the this ritual requires something before it dies, or if its blood will just release the Kraken, which also has piqued Zordicus' interest because he's only seen pictures of it in books, and he's just like, ooh, this will be fun.
Man.
So he's just like wild-eyed now, looking at this like floating halfling in a half shell.
Halflings in a half shell.
Halfling power.
That's like cheers. That's a cheers right there.
So Zordicus,
Halfling bunga. Hobbit bunga?
yeah, bit bunga.
Nope.
Takes his dagger, and his eyes get like this really like crazy blue, and then ice just forms around his dagger to like a real fine point.
I want to point out that Tipsy is standing pretty close to you and is just like, giving you side eye and like
Yeah.
glancing over at Mac, and then like looking back at you.
Nope, nothing stopping him. Zordicus is about to kiss his knife, but then he remembers watching A Christmas Story. He decides not to kiss the frozen blade.
He remembers it and chooses
Channeled it.
not to. I feel like Zordicus would remember it and be like,
Yeah.
No, because he doesn't want to get stuck. And then he almost like Zelda blades it.
Oh.
So it like shoots out like this like
no.
real fine icicle straight to this halfling.
Oh, God.
And I'm gonna use my inspiration on this because I need this to happen. All right.
All right.
So one's a 21.
That'll do it. So you send this. Because
The other one was a 2. You got to drink.
Gotta move these Pacificos. I have to drink. Oh, do I cheers it? Just drink.
No.
Not when you lose.
And then so
Quit trying to enjoy this.
so as the ice knife hits this guy for 11 piercing. These 2 water creatures now have to make dex saving throws because the blade shatters into ice shards.
With a 10-foot range.
Yep, because I'm using my, what is it called? Meta magic.
Ooh.
That increases my distance of spells. So it's a sorcerer point.
Wow.
Baby.
That's awesome. All right.
So if they make a dex save,
Okay.
that becomes,
What do I have to beat? Ooh, they both rolled pretty good.
I believe that would be a,
Might be higher. What is your
Charisma?
spellcasting mod? It's whatever your spellcasting mods would be. Your highest one.
Wisdom.
well, no,
Are
charisma
you-
4.
Charisma 4. Oh
So
wow,
14.
you're charismatic.
Yeah, very strange, but he's he's managed to
It's a horrible mix.
move through the
For
world.
the realm.
So it's probably 16. I
16,
would
yeah.
think. One fails, the other passes with a 17. What happens to him?
The one that fails instantly die. No.
It's instant death.
The one that fails then takes boop, 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 10 cold damage.
10 cold damage. That's pretty brutal.
Also, just for science purposes, they are in water, so if that freezes a little around him,
I think that's
That's
pretty
kinda
cool. I like that idea. We'll throw that
making
in there.
maybe potentially difficult water terrain.
Isn't
10
all
points?
water?
10 points on the fail?
Yes.
That kills him.
Sweet.
Which one was that guy?
Let's make it this one.
Gurgles, wheels flap,
Mm-hmm.
falls into the water, and then like the ice crystallizes around it. The other guy takes half, you said?
No half.
No damage?
No damage.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So he uses the other one's body, I guess, as a shield. But this guy, the halfling, expire attack, kills him. Blade goes right into him. Then the blood, I guess, starts to spill out into the water, and then the blood starts to freeze, probably into a blood sickle coming out of his body.
Reverse cauterized.
Yeah. Welcome back, Cauterize.
I'd watch
Welcome back.
Zordicus just gleefully claps. Because either there's going to be a Kraken or he's ruined the whole thing.
that. Either way, that's great.
Either way, it's great for him.
A mighty peal of thunder sounds out from the far horizon, where you guys can see the massive, like towering, like cumulonimbus clouds have been beginning to gather out over the depths of the bay, and are kind of towering up and forming dark towering clouds. Yes, and then a huge peal, crack of thunder, rolling out to you guys. Moments later, Kraken Priest raises his arms.
Yeah, good luck with
Ripping his
that.
throat.
Announced his arrival.
So, well done.
Yay.
Okay, we have some donations here.
Oh.
Lowfail WTF Barbecue donates $5 and says,
Thank you.
He says, I've been away for a long time.
Yeah.
So excited to see you guys back. That's really nice. Thank you so much, Lowfail. What
Cheers.
WTF BBQ. Farrell Kane has jumped in. Thank you, Farrell Kane, and donated $30
Farrell Kane.
Damn,
to
son.
give a reroll to David. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say one reroll? I meant two 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why you do this
rerolls.
for?
This is why
Thank you,
you
Faro.
don't donate to David.
Thank you.
No one gives me rerolls. Now I have.
Also, did my mom join the chat?
Yeah.
Or, because I saw someone named Rudy Dog, and like that was my dog's name as a kid. And I figure like if my parents were ever like, "What's Matt doing on a Thursday?"
They would choose
Oh, he's
your
on
name.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to make a login.
And we'll use your
We're gonna
dog's
use
name.
his childhood pet.
Yeah.
Well, Rudy
So,
Dog.
Rudy
waiting on
Dog,
that.
are you my mom?
And if so, donate.
Okay, we've got first tier of our communal goals have been unlocked. That is, of course, everyone at the table takes a shot.
Ooh.
And the second tier, we draw a new Drinking God rule. So if you want to pull up a new Drinking God rule,
What's our?
we've got shot glasses back here, which is great. I've got, let's see, do we have a big bottle of booze anywhere, or do I have to use the shots we have in the fridge there?
I think that's all we have.
Grab those, there's just the little ones in there.
Confirmation. It is my mom.
No!
Are you serious?
Nailed it. You guys, I know
Wow.
my family pretty well.
Oh my God, you
you
did
do.
call it.
That's insane. We'll split these up.
And like I said,
Or I'm getting trolled.
donate.
Either way, it's great.
What do we got here?
All right, I'm not telling. Something green.
Gross.
No, probably good. They're enjoying it.
Probably good is the scariest thing I've heard.
Give me one more because I have to take a shot with you guys.
Damn it.
It's name brand.
Literally, the name of this alcohol is called Brand.
Her name? All right, and I'll fill this guy up. Well done. All right, guys, thank you. That is our first tier unlocked shot. Do we want to do, did you pull up a Drinking God rule?
Oh, I didn't. Are we adding a drinking guy?
We have the second tier is also unlocked if you want to pull up a new Drinking God rule. Well, that's good. You guys will like it.
Actually, I can smell what it is, and I'm actually kind of excited.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
twisted, Zordicus.
Yeah. This is what Zordicus' piss looks like.
You're a drow. What
Yeah.
color is your skin?
It's like a greenish.
Greenish, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's green.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one comes from Paul Cavassier.
Oh, Witch March.
Yeah, P. Cavassier of Witch March.
Hey, Paul.
Whenever you make a saving throw, you can lower the difficulty by 5 if you take a shot.
Wow. Deadly. But I like it. Thank you. Okay, great. So that is our new Drinking God rule. That is from hitting tier 2. Thank you so much, guys. If you guys have to take a saving throw, which may happen a lot with these lightning bolts, you can lower the difficulty by 5, which is a huge number, if you take a shot. So sacrifice your real life for your game life. I like it. All right, guys.
I know
let's-
exactly what
shall
this
we-
is. I had an assumption.
I want to hear what you guys think it is.
It is.
If you need me to take your shot as well.
No, I'll try this. I gotta try
It
this.
seems like a sour apple, like a green apple. Maybe I think it's.
You're on point.
I think it's Jolly Rancher's new liqueur.
Nope, that's close. It is green apple.
It's green apple Smirnoff.
It is Smirnoff. Oh, very good. That's it. It's randomly what I brought, guys.
I have
Cheers.
a problem, Matt's mom.
Oh,
Cheers, guys.
no. Cheers.
Cheers.
Or as they would suggest, sippies.
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 Whose sippy is a shot?
Oh man,
Oh,
the smell is much better.
Yes, I agree.
The
no.
smell was like,
Not a liqueur.
was this like, oh, that actually like I don't know, a sour apple could be.
That
kinda
takes me
fun.
back to college.
Yes.
Back when I used to drink a much crappier.
Oh, this takes me
Yeah.
back to elementary school.
Oh,
The mud-
Daniel.
Like when people would be like, let's not get the regular vodka. We'll get the cheap, super cheap sour apple vodka.
Yeah.
But you're just like, so
For
now,
the girls.
now it has a terrible
I
aftertaste.
feel like I got a cavity.
Yeah.
Let's keep sippies. Let's keep sippies for a later cheer because I screwed that one up. We do have 2 more donations, real quick here.
My God.
Whoa.
Prometheus Sharp again. Whoa.
Prometheus Sharp.
And the
Donates
magnetic zero.
$21. That's a lot. And says, oh, Stormcrow X. Is that Prometheus Sharp? Stormcrow X. That's a name I recognize. Sends a Gandalf. Stormcrow
X.
X sends a
Star.
reroll. We got rerolls here. Oh, there we are. To Mac.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Pass it down if you would. Roofer.
Oh, I'm
Yay.
sensing a pattern.
And Tipsy the elephant.
Oh, nice.
Fools.
Oh, and the princess, actually the queen this time around, Queen Sophia, to help them survive whatever Zordicus is up to this time.
Oh, come on.
All right, I'll save this reroll only for things affecting the queen or her protectors.
No.
Red is awesome, donates $12 and says, Tom and Matt get rerolls. Sorry, Daniel.
Don't be sorry.
And
I
one more.
will
Now,
find you.
did I tell you the story last time? I can't remember if we played prior to this or not, where Cook and I were playing Overwatch, and we bumped into Rhett is Awesome in Overwatch
Yes.
randomly.
Well, maybe this makes sense to you then, because he says, sorry, Daniel, kisses. I did that part. And then he says, sorry about the mess. And then Han Solo.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
I have no idea what
That's
that
just a Star Wars reference.
It's a
then.
Star Wars thing, I
Great
guess.
Star Wars reference.
Oh, man.
means. Spock.
All right.
Yeah, Kirk.
The halfling is dead. Or his body is frozen and he's bled out, so I don't know, wouldn't freezing preserve you a little longer?
no.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
Killed him good. So the halfling is dead, and a massive thunderstorm is brewing on the horizon, and it might be heading in your direction.
Really quick.
Yes.
If we look again at the user who donated 21, what's their name?
Harp.
Prometheus's harp.
Prometheus Heart.
But we've been saying
Prometheus Sharp.
the whole-
But is
Yeah.
it Prometheus harp
It is Prometheus Harp.
with an e?
Oh,
A
the
harp with an
us.
e at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Not Prometheo Sharp. Okay, good to know. Prometheus Harp. Thank you. All right, guys. So Zordicus' turn has ended. Doom looms high, and it's Mac, I believe, right?
Doom, 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 doom,
Not
doom,
at
doom,
all.
And I got to be spending savings. I got to be spending rerolls like a mofo.
Mac is gonna do something he's been working on with Tipsy. He's gonna play a little one string of lute and go dee-doo, dee-doo, dee-doo. And Matt signals Tipsy to do a move that I probably am gonna have to do an acrobatics check on, I guess. But
I like it.
What?
let me run this by you. She's gonna charge. I'm gonna jump on her, and we're gonna gore those targets in front of us.
Both of those goblins?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
if we can.
Yeah.
It might be hard. So I'm going to need an acrobatics check for you to flip onto a charging pygmy elephant.
That's right.
Okay. DC 15 acrobatics.
Take a shot. Lower it.
Take a shot.
No.
Take it down to 10? Or do you
that-
want me to take a shot and to put it up to 20?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know it could work that way.
It must. Mathematics works both ways.
It only said you could lower it.
Take 7 shots, David. This will work to our advantage.
Wait, I'm totally confused. If
No,
you
no,
take
no.
a shot,
If
I'll-
you
You
take,
take
a shot, it goes down by 5.
yeah,
skill check
I'll
goes
do
down.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got
Something else to
Sour
make me
apple.
drink.
All right. I'll do that again, I guess.
No, we're out of that.
we don't have
Happy day.
sour
Oh,
apple.
I was just kidding.
I should have brought more shots. I'll see where
It's easier to
Tech
reroll,
will
man.
see what they can.
Oh yeah.
Dig
I'll
up.
just use my reroll. Oh yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Well,
Yeah, you
roll
do
first
have
and
like
then-
10 rerolls.
Yeah, I
Okay.
should use some of them.
yeah, we should use some of them. That's true. Okay. Well, we'll get to the shot in a minute, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. So, go ahead and make your regular roll first.
Yeah.
It's a DC 15 athletics check, or acrobatics check, right?
All right.
Acrobatics.
You got this, baby.
Stampy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tipsy comes charging in towards you. How does this describe how this looks like? Are you even turn around to look at Tipsy?
No.
Is-
I try.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure it's yours, or are you sure that
Ownership is an illusion, right?
Oh.
Who can? Is it? It's as much mine as the.
Well, I mean, it could be another client's.
It's not mine, but
Okay.
they won't miss. They won't
it's
miss
all
a
right? We
shot.
didn't need it. We didn't need it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But thank you.
We'll do a shot of Tom's rum later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need a shot of something for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, you are drinking the hardest liqueur of them
Yes, I am well lubricated with alcohol.
Why stop there? Let's keep it going. Slip and slide, Tom.
All right. So, yeah. Oh, describe it. She's a chunky little thing, so she has to like do some weird stretches first, and then she gives a snort, and then charges, and then I'm not even looking. Because I've practiced this enough with her. I just try to hop on.
Do you use the tusks
Backwards.
like a what do they call that? The pommel
Hey.
horse?
Oh,
Or the
yeah.
double parallel
Yes.
bars?
Yeah, a little bit like that. Yeah.
You're an old man.
Yeah, but I'm still. I
Spry.
still got it. I'm still.
He still
spry.
got it. This one must have brought down houses because as the pygmy elephant comes charging you from behind you, grab the tusks basically and kind of flip up onto her back.
Yes. And gore these fuckers.
Yeah.
Then kill 2 goblins. Okay, give me an attack roll. Do you have the gore stats for Tipsy there?
Yeah, so it says if a target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 15 strength, and then, 2d8 plus 9 bludgeoning damage.
That's a lot. Okay, so go ahead and make
If-
the attack roll then.
Okay.
But I have a bad feeling for these guys.
So.
No, re-roll it.
Roll.
Yes,
Drink.
I'll drink.
You
No,
don't
I,
have to spend one. He spent one on you.
What's that?
I spent one to make you fail. I spent one of my many re-rolls to make
Oh,
you re-roll
shit.
that and fail. But you could spend one to re-roll it again if you
Yeah,
want. And we could be locked in a Cold War.
Great.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna spend one more of my reroll.
Okay.
It'll be fun. Damn you!
What is your
Um,
what is your modifier to add to it?
Use Tipsy's reroll.
Oh yeah.
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 It just goes on forever. Oh my god, 2.
Was I last again?
It was last.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to Crit Juice, Critical Roll Juice.
Don't say that.
Welcome Critical Roll. I am Matt Mercer. You're watching Critical Role.
It's
Tell your friends that this is Critical Role, and I am Matt Mercer, and this is D&D, and we're doing good. That's what
Can I
happened.
be Laura Bailey?
Yes. Yes,
Cool.
you are. Can we play a version of D&D where we play the guys who play Critical Role? 'Cause
Yes.
that would get views.
Is it sad?
I'm getting
Vegas
nods.
Gambler for me, like sitting at a slot machine, lonely as a cigarette. If I keep on.
No.
Keep doing it.
I'm just
You
gonna keep doing
people love you, Tom. They will keep giving you rerolls.
Well, should I? No, you spent so many. You actually spent one too many rerolls there. So take one out of that pile, but give all the rest to me.
it. Great.
And describe to me how you fail to gore 5 times in a row and then succeed at the end of that. Is this
What?
like a left turn
Yes,
situation?
it's a turning issue.
Yeah,
It's like a
Tipsy.
classic like ballet-esque comedy routine of like.
That's a
oh,
Benny-
to the left, no, backwards.
Is this
And
a
to the
Benny
right.
Hill situation where these goblins are running away from the, or like round and around this ruin, and you're chasing these goblins down
Yeah.
until
it's
you
the
crush
Benny
their
Hill
bodies?
Sound, yes.
Yeah.
The song is playing. Yeah.
Roll damage on that. You said it was a
Right.
bunch, right?
Yeah, 2d8.
I was asking you though. I don't know if it's a Benny Hill situation or is it you just step on them.
Oh no, it's a definite Benny.
It's a
Hill
definite Benny Hill
Yeah, yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Okay. You crush. you
Oh, so that is 17.
yes. Okay.
bludgeoning damage.
Yes, you crush the life out of both of them or
Great.
gore them. Yeah. Tipsy. It's been a while since Tipsy's gored someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
She
Tipsy
usually loves
likes
it.
it.
Oh,
Is there a 2?
You want the damage, right?
It's
Am I
got to
crazy?
be. We got to keep it to
yeah.
the D20.
No, you're right. You're right.
We got to keep it to the D20, guys.
Are we keeping it to
I think that's fair.
Okay,
well, I
fine.
drank.
I got him. All right. The 2 goblins are crushed beneath your hooves. And the remaining 2 goblins you see, they notice that. They notice the screaming, trumpeting, tram. Let me drink a little more. The trumpeting, rampaging elephant smashes their 2 brethren beneath their feet. And the 2 remaining goblins turn towards you with a... And it seems like you may have out-awed them. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
This guy has 4 arms and brought fish. You brought an elephant to a fish fight.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad way
Oh,
to go.
that's what I want to see. Anyone on Twitch, Twitter, whatever, give us something that says you brought an elephant to a fish fight. I want to see what that looks like in image form.
A la Untouchables.
Yeah.
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 Like one of them looked like Sean Connery.
That sounds good. So
Going down the stairs on an elephant.
Yeah.
Tipsy. Kevin Costner.
So that is
Yeah.
an amazing scene, though.
I like touch. Come on.
No, I was saying that got you. Like you almost lost some
Oh,
some of your drink there. Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
do
No,
have
I
to
was-
admit that's
pointed
a,
it out.
No, it was joyous. I
you
was
do have to
enjoying.
admit that was a good scene in
Could be
Untouchables,
Untouchables.
right, Tom? There's a good scene.
It is a great.
That's a
scene.
good scene.
Should we watch it now, folks?
You know what it's based on?
Oh
Things you
yeah, I
can't
do.
touch.
Yes,
It's
Sergei Eisenstein's Battleship Potemkin, 1929. The Odessa Steppe scene.
And it's also a famous
Potemkin
moment because
is what I was
it's
about to say.
Yeah.
when
Battleship
Kevin
Potemkin.
Costner looks right at camera and goes, "Just some things are untouchable."
Title and movie.
Title.
My
Jack
favorite
Rathbone.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner would be a great, like 1990s Kevin Costner.
Oh, fantastic.
would be the
Jack
classic Jack Rathbone.
Oh,
I
But
was
today we're
thinking
gonna
more of
go
a
with
Kurt
the-
Russell type.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah, he's too romantic of a lead.
You think
I feel like.
Kurt
Jack
Russell?
Kurt
Rathbone.
Russell back then, but Tom Hardy now.
May the wings.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Tom Hardy is
Tom
Jack
Holland.
Rathbone.
Jack
Yeah.
Rathbone. Are we gonna find out if Jack Rathbone has some other significance besides what the Jack Rathbone we've created?
That's up to you, the viewer.
Is,
So-
is Jack Rathbone still in chat? Who knows?
Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah. So so anyway, battle's over and everyone wins.
I'm sorry
No.
I wore a striped shirt today. Okay, I didn't think about the strobing.
Is it Strobing?
Yeah, it's strobing real bad. We'll get a tarp later.
Enjoy it. Pretend that you're going insane.
Yeah.
Play some Calliope music and just
Hey, my family donated.
relax. Oh, Rudy dog.
Oh,
Oh, Rudy
can-
dog.
you can add a little more than that.
This is your blood,
thank you.
flesh and blood.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
Oh
very
yeah, that's
kind.
right. Thank you. You crushed the two goblins beneath their feet. The fight has temporarily gone out of the two remaining goblins, although you do hear more trouble brewing in the forest, and we'll get to that right now because it's my turn. Goblins.
And Rudy Dog's donation goes to. It just says, "Please stop."
Come home, son. We miss you.
We're tired of the FBI's been looking for you.
They can't find me.
Ooh, this guy's got a drum. We can't use you. You're too cool. These are great monsters. I bought them at a thrift store. All right.
Okay.
Goblins.
Is that how you spelled your dog's name, Rudy?
Yeah.
Okay, because when I heard, I thought R-U-D-Y, which made it even more.
No, it was
obvious.
short for rooster because he was a hunting dog.
But seeing it like that, it makes more sense to be like, that's a little too.
It's exactly what I thought. I
Inside
thought,
baseball.
Aha, now it makes sense.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. More goblins coming out of the forest. They spend their turn getting to the edge, and they'll be able to join combat
Quick
next
question,
turn.
David. Do you have a USB out on that tablet? I'm looking to steal some power.
No. I've got a power thing, but it's the I don't know if it's a USB compatible one. It's like the Android.
Okay.
Yep, sorry.
Can I have you plug in?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Pass me the cord. More goblins come chittering and screaming as they come charging out of the forest towards you guys, cutting off, theoretically, your exit to the boats. This one splashes up out of the water, investigating what's going on with the dead body, and then turns and, I think he's got to come splashing in towards Roofer. However,
Right.
your immediate threat, Roofer, is with this. Hold ground and fight, or no, drop back. Standard action to disengage.
Don't think I don't know that.
Yeah, if it was anyone else,
But Jack Rathbone.
then you'd be fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Jack Rathbone just never pulls out,
Oh God.
either in the fight or the night.
So we're gonna say these two goblins here are going to. They are right by you.
That's fine. They
Yeah.
can do what they want, but they've got slings equipped.
They take their pointy sticks out. They're going to have disadvantage because they're distracted by.
Can they do that? That you can in 5e you can swap weapons,
I think probably as a move action.
and they've got reach.
Not if they're small. Okay.
You guys, I play a lot of strategy
Okay.
games.
I guess they attack. I guess they attack with slings.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe.
let's just send those arrows right towards your priest.
Let's
Sounds all right. So I have not great rolls. So
18 is my AC.
great. They both miss, but I've got rerolls, so let's spend 2 of them.
Sure.
Oh, and they both have advantage because you're flanked now. Technically.
How am I flanked?
By,
I have a space.
yeah, but they're engaged with you. I think they're threatening you. So
Fair. I'll let you. You're the DM.
yeah, it was 17 AC.
18.
18. So I spent a reroll. That was a fail, but I technically have advantage, so I'll roll it one more time to see what the final result is. All those missed. I rolled 66 and they all missed.
Do any of them hit the other guy?
No, they just fumble around. They can't get rocks up to throw at you. 18 AC. That's ooh, monks.
Unarmored.
All right.
I'm wearing a real slick suit.
Well,
That has my name sewn on it.
the storm cloud overhead dissipates as the Kraken priest turns his attention towards you. His forearms kind of flailing,
Okay.
coming at you with that. A flurry of blows.
Mhm.
That's a terrible roll.
Come at me, blows.
Reroll.
Drink it up.
Reroll.
I'm just doing the Matrix thing where it's like, and I'm like looking at my mouse like, you see this? And then my imp is like, thanks, Dad. And I'm like, you got it, son.
Yeah.
You certainly imagine the imp talking to you. I need a good
There he is.
D20. This one serves me fairly well. Yes, it does. All right, that's a hit.
Reroll, David.
Everybody drink. Everybody drink.
Thanks, sir.
Of course.
Rerolling it.
Remember when you guys gave David those rerolls?
I have one left. 2 left.
One of those is for Sophia.
No, that's this one. Okay, so that was one you gave me. Reroll.
Fair.
Damn it. He got in the way. I'm sitting on that.
Okay.
My 1 remaining reroll, really. You matrixed the hell out of that scene as the Kraken priest. What terrible luck that was.
I am a professional roofer. That's what I say.
Comes tearing towards you guys, swinging at the
I
air.
feel like it feels like pool noodles.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? Oh,
It's very easy
This
to, like-
is no.
This will destroy you!
It's like fighting one of the inflatable arm men outside the car
Yes.
lot.
Seemingly that's
It's just like
You dare defy the Kraken!
yeah.
Terrifying,
It's like having
but I
a
really
fan
want to
turned on if there's
sedan.
nothing to it. Oh, that was disappointing. Everyone missed so badly.
Except for me.
Okay, so we do have the one merfolk guy is going to come slithering
Okay.
up onto
Let's
land.
do this.
This has to happen at some point. It's
Okay, yeah.
insane. Slithering up onto land, and I guess closes into combat with you.
Okay.
Oh, he had advantage on all of those, which I forgot about, but that's my bad. This guy will have advantage at least.
Sure.
Okay. That's a hit. It's 18 on the dot.
Okay.
Spend a reroll on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Everybody drink.
Drink.
yeah, baby.
Everybody drink. That includes you, Tom.
Oh,
You need more to
Yeah,
drink for this
I
one?
gotta get more.
Okay, well,
I'll get more in a second.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we'll take a brief stand up after this. Oh, there it is again.
There it is again.
All right.
You're gonna get hit?
Yeah, he's a merfolk. It's fine.
The merfolk hits
What's he
you.
gonna do?
Not much. Very little, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah. All right, what do I do on that? Okay. I do get a D8 at least.
Great.
All right, I'll take it. 7 points of damage.
All right.
Still alive?
Yep.
Yeah, right. Okay, it's surrounded by a swarm of creatures. You are essentially unscathed, which I hate. End of my turn. It's Rufus' turn.
Great. I am going to.
Ooh. Prometheus harp donates $15 more. What?
Thanks,
Thank you,
Prometheus
man.
Harp.
Coming out of the woodwork. Stormcrow X is his wife or her wife. Says, my wife donates a healing potion to Mac, Roofer, and Zordicus.
Holy.
Just to rile David up.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Thank you.
Can't you see that how much help I need against these guys? Did you just see that? That was an
No.
absurd number of attacks. I barely connected with any of them. I was like being in a dream where you're trying to hit somebody and you can't.
It's sort of like, I'm just gonna go like this, and if you get in the way, it's your own fault.
Second, tier 3 was reached by that, which gives every player inspiration on a roll of your choice. Even if you already have it, you're getting second inspiration
Woo!
from audience
Hey.
participation.
Thank you.
Okay, and now Roofer, what do you
So
do?
I'm going to use my inspiration right now because I need it to take care of this merfolk. So I'll give that to Tom.
Take that over to Tom.
And I'm going to take my spar. So again, taking a little cedar plank. Gonna just put some fish on a stick.
Oh! Wow!
We got crit, baby. Let's drink up. Here we go.
You guys feel good.
We got a fish kebab.
I didn't even roll twice. The
not-
inspiration was in here all along.
It's not allowed to re-roll or re-roll a crit.
No.
Crit and crit fails. You can't touch them. They got MC Hammer status.
Oh, guys, I think that was all the rerolls that David used to miss me. Just built up, and dice gods were like, "Hey, don't try that. Nuh-uh, not today."
I need more rerolls.
So I'm gonna go on our Twitter and look up CritJ20.
Oh, please do. Please do. While
and-
we're doing that, could we grab a couple more drinks for us over here? A couple beers and whatevers.
And can I pass this cord to plug in behind you,
Oh,
David?
I guess other drinks. A Coke would be good.
Regular?
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, that one, and that's really good.
Like that. Yeah, behind you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so this one comes from Space Seeker 19.
Ooh,
Hey.
What do you guys need?
that's probably good.
It is roll 1d8. That many generations
There's a
of
water in there,
time-traveling stone shields appear and strike your target for 1d6 bludgeoning damage, then vanish. Is that one okay?
Oh, well, yeah, it's fine.
Well, I'm assuming he's dead off of my hit anyway, but
That's
I want to see
awesome.
I want to see how many generations of Stone Shield characters come up.
Who was that by? That was a
That
great
was
one.
Space Seeker 19, and they
Ooh.
all sound like Gary Soldati.
So they have no voice.
4 generations of them go.
Four
Okay,
different
guys.
stone shields, time traveling stone shields, future
Further
and
go.
past.
I hate you guys. Damn it! I was working on my voice. Whatever.
Yeah, real good guys.
Yeah.
All right,
So 4 of them.
do we drink
here.
on crits? We did that already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we have. Should we do sippies now? This is.
I'll
the-
take some sippies.
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 Now,
Thanks for the follows, the sub, Sir Brodude.
So is that merman dead?
can they-
Yeah. Well, let's hear it. It would
Well,
be
it did-
an additional 48 points of damage.
Well, I can roll a d6, and then it's that many on top of my other one, so it's 12 on top of 13.
Yeah.
Now with the
Yeah,
stone
he's
shield
dead.
generations, can they like club these goblins?
No, I think they vanished back to their own timeline. But I do think we need a name for 4 additional stone shields, and I think we should name them at the table since Gary's not here.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
So we've got a Solon stone shield
And Growlf.
and a Growlford stone
Can't be
shield.
any of those.
Should we let the chat name them?
No, I don't trust chat with
For
that.
you.
But I think there's 4
Oh,
of
okay.
us, so we
Okay.
each come up with one. We'll go around and do that. Yeah, whatever you want it to be, and if it's a future generation or a past generation, meaning ahead of Growlford or behind Growlford. And we'll start with Tom, because Tom looks like he's got a good one
yeah.
loaded in the chamber there.
Gerbland.
Kirkland stone.
Gerbland Stone Shield. I'm making notes.
Shieldstone.
Shield Stone Stone Shield. And I'm sorry, Gerbland, is he a future generation or a past generation?
Oh, he's way past. Way long gone.
Way past.
And Shieldstone is, yeah, like also so far past that like maybe Stone Shield wasn't even like tagged on yet.
So he may have been the Stone Shield
Like
originator.
maybe he was where Stone Shield came from.
like
That was like
Andrew Burnside's?
mistranslated. Yeah.
Ambrose Burnsides? No, this guy's...
Ambrose Burnside Stone Shield?
No, his
Okay.
name... Muffins.
Muffins.
And he's got Ralford's dad.
Ralphard is going to regret not having named his dad before.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
hoping for.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, muffin or muffins?
With plural, muffins.
Plural,
Muffins
of course.
Stone Shield?
Muffin stone
I
shield.
feel kind of bad.
Don't.
Don't feel bad. Come on.
Yep.
Okay, so
He should have made this game. All right. and-
Here, I'll make it a little bit. It's his stepfather.
No, it might be his dad. I think that's fair.
Okay,
I think
good,
that's fair. He's at a movie. He had a movie to go to. All right, and I'll do Fargus.
He's at a screening of the First Wives Club.
Fargus Stone Shield, who is going to be future.
the tail.
So Fargus may show up in our, and they all look and sound exactly like every Stone Shield we've ever seen in this game. Great. Gerbland, Shieldstone, Muffins, and Fergus show up and disappear in that blast of light, simply announcing their name and disappearing.
And giving me 7 temporary hit points because
Oh.
I'm a monk of the long death.
Okay.
And when
You crit.
when I kill someone within 5 of me, I get 10 hit points. So I now have 7 temp hit points.
Wow. That was probably much needed, I would think.
It's okay.
Okay,
And then I'm
not
going
worried.
to
He's
use
not
my unarmed monk attack
Okay.
on the priest next to me.
It's
I'm
called
gonna
the
say-
Shaloob.
All right, let's do it.
Hello.
I got it.
No.
From
Great.
the hit USA TV show.
Wings.
Suits.
Ah, he was in Wings, though.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a wings joke earlier. didn't I?
He was also in
Wings
Stark
is a great
Raving
show.
Man. If you guys ever watched that on NBC must see TV. One hit season, him and doesn't matter. Go on.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I'm gonna say, thought you were done with me. You're not. And that's my big slam, which is going to be a 17 versus AC to the priest.
That hits.
That's going to be 7 damage.
I'll take it.
How's he looking?
Fine, actually.
Yeah, like really good.
He's looking fine.
Okay, so I'm going to
Wait, let me see. Is he? He might be.
If it was
bloodied.
another time, would he be bloodied?
He might be bloodied.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a key point and do flurry of blows because that worked so well for this guy.
Welcome to the key party. Jack Rathbone on the wings of a raven flies over heaven.
Jack Rathbone. Get the hell out of my narrative, everybody but Jack Rathbone. All I want.
So the first one is going to be a 23 versus AC
That's another hit. These
for
are devastating.
7 damage.
Oh,
Second one is going to be a 12 versus AC.
that's a miss.
I figured.
I'll take that. He is bloodied. He is bloodied, but so your flurry of you lay into him again and again and again. But in the same way he has pool noodle arms, as you hit that body, you're not really connecting with those bones and viscera like you'd like to. It's like punching a big water bag, like punching not a water bag, a water bed almost.
Yeah, that thing that everyone can relate to, punching
Yeah.
a waterbed.
You know, well, it's like a massive wet sack, and you're taking a lot of force to hit it, and it's just like. It seems like it's hurting him. He's starting to break out the seams a little bit.
Jack Rathbone's like, I've never punched a waterbed, but I definitely thrust it on one.
Still on this raven, folks. Catch you later.
Yeah, bye. To the sun, Raven.
Okay,
I've got a date. A hot date.
Roofer, are you finished with your turn?
like this guy.
On the sun.
Yeah.
Zordicus
Yeah.
is chuckling to himself.
He's
Imagining.
been thinking about the Rathbone saga.
Favorite book series.
Yeah.
Zordicus, you are up. Goblins are spilling out of the forest.
Okay.
A couple more are down there. And Roofer seems to be having no trouble.
Yeah. So Zoricus kind of hears and sees and is like, ooh, barbecue. And he comes right here.
It's the opposite of barbecue. There's no fire there.
Not
living
yet.
creatures.
And then Zoricus is like, as his like, he just did like that ice knife thing, and as he like shifts into another kind of sorcery attack, all of a sudden his like eyes get this like crazy hot red, and his hands glow red, and in another, not his voice, crazy voice, he's like,
Oh, hello, goblins!
The goblins look really shocked.
Hot enough for you?
and then he just claps his hands like 3 times, and then goes like that, and then just a like cone of fire surrounds them, and they have to make a 16 dex save.
Ooh. Okay. Fail. Oh, my pass. I'll look that up in a second. Fail. And that's it. All right, one of them may have passed. Everyone else failed. One passed. Yeah.
Okay, so all the ones that fail take 15 damage, and the one that passed takes 7 fire damage.
Oh, so they all die.
Yeah.
That's fine. Flames shoot through the forest.
And it should be noted that with his burning hands, it also ignites flammable objects. So I'm expecting some trees and the forest to be a little lit, in the half hopes that it causes other goblins approaching to maybe be a little wary of their
It
steps.
definitely makes us a hazard. Yeah, for sure.
They're at least disappointed in you.
Yeah, they're at least a little perturbed. And Zordicus then all of a sudden turns to a non-existent camera and goes, "Oopsie." And then he's like, "Where's my trailer? Where's my trailer?"
So that was insanely effective.
As a wave of 20 goblins appears.
Yeah.
And I think lights this zone on fire pretty well. For a few rounds at least. All right.
Zordicus.
Insane. Mac, you're up.
Mac and Tipsy are gonna just move up here together.
Mm-hmm.
And just for the time being, Mac is gonna do Blade Ward, which is basically his Blues Brothers, magical Blues Brothers, like net to protect him from piercing and bludgeoning and all
Like
sorts of
the-
melee attacks.
Okay, so like when they're singing the country music songs and there's the
That's
chicken wire in front of them.
Yeah.
One of my favorite references, like you've made it before, but like one of my favorite like in-game like
It's the
things
best
that you've
descriptive
ever done.
one
Yeah.
that I can give.
Like it's
Yeah.
one of my favorites in any D&D game that I've ever heard. Like the description of it is so like spot on. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be in the player's handbook.
It really should be. Like it's
Mike and
perfect.
Blues Brothers went. Okay, so a magical chicken wire springs up in front of you, essentially.
And
what?
I'm like wiping off some of the goblin blood that I assume landed on me. And I'm just
Oh, Tipsy's definitely caked in gore, but yeah, a little bit got on you.
yeah. And I'm not really enjoying it, but I'm playing the part of like really enjoying the bloodshed. It's awesome. Wow. What?
For whose sake are you
Just
playing
to
this? For
scare them a
Tipsy?
little more.
Oh,
Yes.
I see. Okay, for the goblins.
Yeah.
It should be noted
Woo! What a time.
he's caked in tipper gore. Jack Rathmore
Jack Bradford.
squeals back in for that hot line. He's like, "Here's an inconvenient truth for you. She's a bitch." And he runs out. That's right.
Somewhere.
We went there.
Magical Al Gore is shocked. How dare he
Hey.
say that?
Name one Al Gore that isn't magical.
Wow.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Alistair Gore.
Ooh, that is a really good name for an evil wizard.
Yeah.
Alistair Gore.
Oh, and he just controls climate.
Yeah. And
Climate
like creates the
change.
internet.
Yeah. He gets you caught in an electric web. And he does climate change.
No. The spell, which doesn't do anything right now,
Yeah.
but in 2 generations you'll all be dead. The sea increases its temperature by 3 degrees Celsius
That's how I feel about this Kraken god.
over 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a minute. Did you dismount Tipsy, or are you just standing
No,
there?
I'm still on top.
And that's
of her.
your
I'm
round,
Like,
is just-
Boy, your friends were full of blood.
Very good. Okay, they are probably terrified by that. Oh gosh, this Kraken priest needs to.
Die.
He knows when things have turned against him. He sees what's going on here. He's surrounded by rats. Okay. He's gonna spend his turn retreating this time.
Good luck.
Standard action. Simply retreating back into the ocean as he disengages and as he removes himself back into the crashing waves and that vista of the rising storm behind him.
It is fine. The Kraken shall claim you, and I shall dance upon your corpses.
This is literally that dog meme of the dog in the burning house. It's just the Kraken in front of this burning forest. This is fine.
Oh, this is fine, guy?
The Kraken comes up and just. Wait, no, not me, not me. I pray to you, crazy creature.
Blah, 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 blah.
How do you not know specifically not to eat me?
I've got these arms.
He disappears into the waves. He retreats anyway, pretty fully out into the ocean, swimming away. That just leaves my 2 goblins that are on one side hemmed in by flames, on another side by a man who's caked in the gore of their friends, and on the other side by a man that they simply cannot touch with their weapons.
You gotta look pristine. How are you gonna sell roofing if you're covered in blood?
They back up and they.
It's a hard sell anyway.
It's true. It's hard even if you're not covered in blood. Maybe you should try being covered in blood. Maybe more roofing would be sold.
Maybe.
Who's the last? Oh, the last guy who didn't buy roofing.
This guy opted to not invest in our gutter service.
The 2 goblins default to the main goblin mode when they're outclassed. Drop weapons on the ground that clatter onto the sandy soil. Drop to their knees and go,
Ah, ah, oh, oh, eh, ah, oh, ah, ah, oh.
and they're looking around for something they can bring to you. Oh yeah, they definitely go and scamper over and grab one of those banana leaves with the big slices of fresh tuna on it still. I mean, a couple flies have landed on it, but and they come obsequiously up to you bearing like fresh sashimi. And the other one has a like a big hibiscus blossom.
I say put it pointing towards Tipsy. Put it right there. Put it in front of the snout.
Snout. So Tipsy eats fish?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, give me an animal handling check.
Oh, okay. A 16.
Yeah, you get the sense that Tipsy doesn't really enjoy fish, but
All right.
He- but-
you don't have to force it. I'm not forcing you to eat it.
like she ate it one time, and she got the sense that she loved it because she was being polite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tipsy gives you that look. you
I
know.
get it. That's seafood for me, man.
But she does go and pick up the big hibiscus flower with her little prehensile tip of her tongue, and tuck it behind her giant big ears.
If she ain't cute, I don't know what is.
And the goblins go here, quivering in fear.
We out of combat?
We're out of combat for sure.
So Zoricus is gonna.
Well, I mean, there's 2 goblins here,
Yeah, he's gonna walk over the goblins.
so I don't
that
know what
he
you guys are doing.
sees are cowering, and he's just like another like takes on this weird air about him. He's just like, seemed like you guys were really into this whole Kraken thing. Should we be worried, or is that sort of like put sunscreen on?
Oh my god.
Do you speak Goblin?
No. I
So you
You
say
know
that
who
in-
does though?
In common.
Chancho.
Oh right.
So yeah, he's been.
Zoricus holds up Chancho and moves his jaw as he speaks.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
They don't seem to understand what you're saying, but give me a. What would be a good? Which skill would represent?
Persuasion? Perception?
Communicating. Persuasion's not a bad one.
Insight?
Insight or persuasion. I would take either of those to represent you trying to kind
Do
of
persuasion
get the
of like
gist
just trying
across.
to get
Yeah.
get a feel for these guys.
I'll do that.
So
Probably a
That'll
12.
be-
Be a little tough.
I'll re-roll that.
Reroll it. That'll do it.
It's a 19.
Oh yeah. So you managed to kind of. They're like, but they kind of get the gist.
They get the. I'm gesturing of like.
Seems to help that they
creature.
can't hear you and what you're saying. You know. So, I guess they turn and look towards that horizon. That storm is closer now. It seems to be bearing down on you. Well, let's see here. Let's say it's coming from this side of the map,
Okay.
coming in this way. The way Kraken Bay is set up is it's like a big horseshoe bay, and you guys are right in the middle of it. So there's a little outlet that goes out to sea, but all the rest of it is surrounded by land. So it's coming from this side of the ocean. You really don't see quite what's out there. You can kind of just barely see land on the horizon all around you. But it's definitely drawing close.
So I went to high ground to try and spot about how long it may take for said Kraken to arrive at us.
Give me a nature check. The goblins look terrified.
Nature or
Okay.
perception?
To tell how long it would take for a storm to get there, I think it's nature. Because you
Gotcha.
see the storm. It's not hard to see the storm. It's hard to tell how quick the storm is moving.
16.
That'll do it.
I'm a wood elf.
Yes, you're in tune. Gosh. So the question was how long before the storm gets
Yeah.
here? Yeah, I was thinking your guys' natural reaction would be prevent the Kraken from coming, but this is good. It's been interesting running this game.
That's a
with
nice
you
way to
guys.
put it.
I would say that it looks like, who knows, a couple hours maybe before the wind is already starting to pick up around you guys. Before you're slammed by this, not long. Probably, you get the sense if you wanted to try and get to the mainland, it would be a race.
Okay.
I'm also
It would be possible if you got going quick and rode hard.
Zordicus, kind of feeling this new persona he's taken on, marches across and he goes, "Seems to me the whole thing about this island is that we were told we wouldn't be able to get up, but those two idiots left a boat." He reaches his hand in the half shell and just sips the blood water
Oh my god.
and goes, "So I say we hop in those boats, goblins, you start a rowing, and we get the hell out of here. Queen Sophia, leave that dumb char piece of shit up there." I'm just kidding. He was a good man.
Backtracking.
He starts laughing.
Backpedaling.
Queen Sophia comes towards you guys. She's cradling in her arms something probably about her size and furry, gray. So you guys can see it's kind of wrapped up in her cloak, and she seems totally concerned, but she's doing her best to bear it down towards you guys as she comes down the hill.
So I wasn't quick enough to think of this,
Okay,
but would you call an iced drink that has a halfling in it that's bleeding out a Bloody Mary?
you get the bloody part.
Mary from The Hobbit.
There's a hobbit named Mary.
Yeah.
I would.
M-E-R-R-Y?
Oh, a Bloody Mary because they're so merry.
No, his name is Mary.
Oh, like Mary and Pippin.
Yeah. Great. I like
Bloody
it. I'll take
Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Yes, if I'd seen that spelt out, I would have laughed much harder.
Spell it out in Twitch.
All right, I got it. Yes, I would. Oh, and thanks for the follow, fake username 12345.
Oh, that's not-
Seems
that's
legit.
not real.
Also, thanks for the follow, Dank Bong Ripper Bro,
Yeah.
and everybody else. But those names are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Yes, you have a little Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
You guys, it's Thursday. I'm a little tired.
No,
Bloody
no,
Mary.
that was good. I like that one.
Do
yeah.
I find anything in here? I'm gonna search really quick. I'm gonna loot that body.
Root that
There's a
body.
body for me.
Body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely you guys found those healing potions, one of each.
Found that ahead of time.
Yes, but we'll justify it backwards.
No, those were a bonus.
They're still bonus. They're still bonus, but where'd they come from?
The ether.
just materializing. It is a magical world.
3 Lincolns.
3 Lincolns, yes, that's where they came from. Yes, go give me a. It's a search skill nowadays, right?
Sure. Perception.
Search, is that a skill?
No.
Search? No. What do we call it? Perception and investigate, and search. No stealth.
I could roll a
I'm a
stealth.
terrible DM, guys.
Can I roll a stealth to find it?
No. Yeah, give me perception. I'll take a perception.
17.
17, you say?
17, I do say.
Great. So, right, you do find something not in the one that he's in, but in the other side. A couple interesting things. Amongst them, a smaller closed clamshell.
Yes.
This one is purple with white sort of stripes on it, about the size of a football, a little bit smaller than that.
I hope that this is like one of those Russian dolls. I just keep finding more clamshells.
Smaller and smaller clamshells.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and then roll me for a D100 as you loot that body.
9.
All right.
It was later.
Yeah. Then the last one, it's a giant clamshell again.
Sorry, what was the other one?
D100 to see
D100.
what we find.
Sorry, I was committed to the bit.
It was a great bit. Let's not be mistaken.
95.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Roll 3d6 for me.
Does it matter in what order?
No, you'll add all those together. Actually,
That is 12.
that's pretty good as well. I guess so. I guess scattered around the bottom. This is beneath the clamshell you've got. We'll get to that thing later. Scattered in the bottom of it are 12 gold pieces.
Yes.
Doubloons
12.
is what you'd probably call them. And then, yes, actually, that's probably it in this case.
If I want to open smaller clamshell, how does one?
How does one open a clamshell? You
Yeah,
tell
can
me.
I go like this?
Ah,
Can I
shucks.
take one of them?
There doesn't seem to be. There doesn't seem to be.
Come on, America.
I take one of my thatch needles. I stick it in.
Okay, I'll need a skill check.
Yeah,
So
I
there's
got
no.
that.
It would normally it would be.
Uh,
I would get some sort of lock picking sort of skill, but we
like
don't.
a stealth.
Sleight of hand.
But in this case, well, if it was a regular thing, but in this case it's animal, so I might need a animal handling or a nature check.
Nothing with dex.
I don't think so.
Wisdom over dex.
The wisdom of the clam.
Okay.
Jack
Or you could
Rathbone's
just-
memoir.
Just forcing it open, but that would be strength.
I want to like feel it out, feel where the weaknesses were, see how I could open it with my
Okay.
precision tools.
Which skill is this then? Would you use?
I was thinking I would use like sleight of hand or stealth.
Okay, I might take sleight of hand to try and tickle it open.
I mean, I'm still not trained in sleight of hand, so it's not complete hacks.
To tickle open a clam.
Oh.
Shut up.
Jack Rathbone's like, yeah, we've up in there, baby. Oh, one word. Prom. And he just like, flies away.
Prawn.
Prawn.
Yes.
I remember going to prawn.
Yeah.
I
Spelled
need,
with a zero.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think sleight of hand. In this case, it's a living, sealed
Okay.
organism.
That's fine. That's fine.
I think a nature check or a
Nature check is.
or survival. I think those are all wisdom.
Those are all wisdom.
Yeah. But you're a monk. You should have that. Should be a.
That's not a trained skill.
Ah.
That's all right. I rolled a 16.
A 16.
A 16.
You managed to coax the shell, and it sort of starts to unseal and open up in front of you. It's actually painted on the inside. There seem to be diagrams and writing of some sort, crudely in some way depicting.
The thing from Contact.
No, it's depicting a.
Math is the language of the universe.
I don't speak it. I speak Elvish and Dwarven.
You have a hard time figuring out exactly what it's depicting, but you certainly recognize certain major landmarks on land nearby or in the area. And then it seems to be plans or some sort of important plans. We'll stick with that. Communication.
Guys, I got plans here.
There's also
Plans.
there's also something stored within it. An intense blue spherical orb of
Blue ball.
but coalesced magical energy. Essentially, cool to the touch.
It's an infinity stone.
And probably this entire time he's been hiding on you, I would say, in your hay bales, crawling out from the hay bales on your back, a little baby treant.
Baby, treant.
Yeah, it's fruit.
Fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit, I thought you died.
I thought you went bad, fruit.
Fruit seems to be lured out of. This was, if you guys, I think this was Marisi Gould?
I think Marisi Gould.
Maybe? I think so.
submitted
Somebody
the one.
was, anyway, some great follower suggested this in one of our crit successes. Yeah. No, not dead. Faked it out. Fake out death. Comes crawling out of your little hay bale on this pack and peeking around at that orb of light and goes, ooh, ooh. Starts trying to crawl towards it. I guess down your arm. It's probably, I guess the rats run up and down your arms all the time.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
I don't get it.
Crawling down your arm. And do you have anything in Arcana?
Yeah, a -1.
So, you're just captivated by this pretty light. Magic.
Yeah.
Somebody else worries about that.
Can I try and pop it to my other hand
Yeah, I don't
so
need
that
to
it's
check for
not
that.
on the arm that it?
Yeah, I don't need to check for that, but Fruit goes,
I want to keep fruit away from it.
Oh.
What do you see there? What do you got? What do you got? Why do you want this?
I don't know, he doesn't seem to speak so good. But
I'm a wood elf.
Yeah, but I mean,
You're a tree.
at best,
You're made of wood. I'm basically wood.
at best, you know you're going to get out of him is, I am fruit.
That's true.
There's not a lot of range to that. Well, he's trying to get at it. Meanwhile, the rest of you guys, these boats are beginning to really get kind of buffeted up and down by the coming storm.
Jump in the boats.
Just a suggestion. What do the rest of you guys do?
On our way out this damn bay.
Mac,
Storm's
you ever seen
picking
one of
up.
these?
What is that?
It's shiny. It's blue. It's a bowl.
No, man, I gotta go down to the beach. I gotta cool Tipsy off.
All right. I stick it in my pocket.
Okay. What do you guys do at the beach?
She's like inhaling, doing the elephant thing of like inhaling, and, like cooling herself off with water a little bit. Yeah.
Splashing around, flapping those big ears,
Yeah.
splashing about.
I'm getting some gunk off too.
Okay. Washing off the gore. That's always good.
Yeah.
Feet away from the dead body of the halfling who's starting to bump up against the edges of the shell as the winds are like blowing across the top of it. It's like a bad day at the beach now as gray skies are starting to come and like the wind's really starting to kick up froth and stuff like
Great. The lines will be shorter.
that. All right.
Zorkis is like, all right, everybody, you get in these boats and head on home.
What?
Get in these boats and head on home. And he's like, now,
We should all head on home, says Queen Sophia.
got the spirit, you got your wolf man with you.
She
Yeah.
opens up her cloak and lets it down onto the ground and you can see it's, well, not a wolf man, it's a goat.
Ah.
The goatee beard, like gray goat and the horns. He says, trotting over towards you.
Is Duke Draymore still dead somewhere? Or
Or
is he a goat now?
You do not see Duke Draymore. You do see this goat. It seems like
Zordicus
He
can
might
pick
be
up
the
that
goat.
he's the goat, and he goes up to the goat, pets him, looks at Queen Sophia and goes, "Oh, thank God he's okay," and then whispers in his ear,
the goat's ear.
goat's ear, and goes, "I haven't eaten goat in a long time."
Clop, 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 clop. It clops
Down, settle,
back
settle,
around, back,
go.
back around the queen, like up behind her, like leg,
And
like
then I
nuzzling
just,
at it.
I look at the queen like, he's a shy little goat. Tips a fake hat. Speaking of goat, let's Dr. Seuss this and hop in the boat.
Oh my god. I agree. Let's go.
All right, let's get in that boat.
Are you worried about that storm?
Oh, really?
And then
It's about two hours off.
Zorkus is
If we go now, we can make it to the mainland.
like these goblins. In
Okay. So each boat seems like it can hold about 4 people.
Sorry, gremlins.
You mean the goblins? They're fine. Do the math. I'll take the goat.
I don't speak math.
Well, let's not forget Chancho.
Bye, Chancho.
Oh, I was leaving them.
You were
And
great.
Solon, who has just been standing looking off in the wrong direction the entire time.
And Aguilar.
What about Muffins?
Oh yeah, I guess Aguilar too. No, Muffins went
No
back to his
Muffins.
own timeline.
Solon?
Yeah, they're technically there as well. So there's the 6 of your core party. Now I will say people are half-sized, only take about half a spot. So that would include the goat, the princess, Chancho, and Mac. However, Tipsy's going to take up a full-size person spot.
And I'm sure Aguilar takes up 2.
Yeah,
He's-
he can hug his knees.
He'll get in the back of the boat and kick.
He's just one size person. But
So can Zordicus, realizing there's not enough room, can he kill these goblins real quick?
Could you,
yeah, yeah.
Great.
Oh my god.
You could also just let him go, but you could also kill him.
Oh, no. But what he's going to do is he's going to go, I'll see these goblins off.
Great, have a good time,
Take
boys.
them back here.
They say looking at you, hopefully.
And then he's going to move one of the goblins' like pointy sticks
Yeah.
and make him stab his friend.
Oh, the other goblin, as soon as he sees what's going on, goes, "Nyah!" and like lunges towards him and starts stabbing him over and over, looking back at you for like approval.
And I'm just like, and I go up to him and I go, we're having tryouts. He does the whole, and he's like, yes, yeah. And he, yeah. And then Zordicus is going to dig through that goblin and see if there's any loot.
Through his like stabbed up body.
Yeah.
No.
So he just gets like a bunch of blood and goblin
Yeah.
blood on his hands.
The other goblin's looking real freaked out.
And then he like rubs like cool markings on the other goblin's face.
Uh-huh.
And just takes out a knife and just stabs him in the throat.
I'm gonna roll for optimism. I crit optimism,
That's good for you guys.
so I'm like doing fine.
Oh my god.
Zoricus comes back and goes, oh man, they had jelly. They had strawberry jelly. And
Just
he's
blood all
just-
over your hand.
And he's just licking it off. It's delicious.
You guys do see the one guy who stabbed in the throat, like staggering out around for a moment, just going,
Oh, he was allergic to strawberries. Onto the boats.
drops to his knees and collapses. All right, so we can get everyone in the boats. I do need a skipper of each of our 2 boats.
Would be the most.
Right, and there are 2 boats
Aguilar and Solon.
are in charge of steering. If you have their character sheets, I'll accept that, but,
Not yet.
well.
Uh,
Do you want to pop this beer for me, by the way?
Yes.
Well, I'll take this guy,
you go.
actually.
I'm just looking for character sheets.
also,
No,
I
it's okay. I think it has to be one of you guys.
I was kidding. Yeah. Although I do have them.
Ooh, that rippers.
Also,
Poppy.
Zordicus cleans his hands on the goat's fur.
Oh, God.
Oh.
The princess looks up at you and goes, don't kill the goat.
I'm not gonna. Oh my God, no, Zordicus! I'm not gonna kill the goat. Why would I do that? I love this goat. He's patting him really sweetly. Then he whispers in their ear, "Think of this as marinade."
Queen Sophia's going to try and get in whichever boat Zordicus is not in.
I'm gonna take skipper of one boat
Skipper of a boat. Very cool.
because I crit
The unstable
optimism.
one?
I'm feeling really positive about my boat.
Pretty much everything's going okay. So I guess Sophia, the goat,
Oh God, everything's gone to shit.
And
and Zordicus. No, not Zordicus.
My
this
little-
is a bad boat.
Yeah, my imp. Just imagine it because it can't happen. He's like perched on the
Okay,
bow.
do either of you 2 want to be in this boat, or do we put Chancho and Aguilar in the boat as well?
Tipsy and Mac won't split out.
So we'll do you guys.
with
And then
Zord and
is
Solon.
Zordicus or is Mac going to be the skipper of the other
No,
boat?
for either. You don't care.
I'll be skipper.
Master and commander.
Okay.
And then we got what?
It's a.
Chancho and Aguilar.
It's Chancho, Aguilar.
Solon.
All the NPCs and the people who aren't here are in the boat with Zordicus. And then.
Roofer.
Roofer.
Oh, Roofer's in there. Oh, I'm sorry, in the boat with Roofer. Thank you. And then with Zordicus, it's Zordicus, Mac, Elephant, and
Maybe it's Solon.
Sultan. There you go, Sultan.
Do
Okay.
we recognize the name Morinpoi? It sounds familiar. Morinpoi, do you follow us on Twitter? Have you been a Crit Juice follower?
If so.
Because it seems familiar. If so, welcome. Thank you for joining us on Saving Throw Show.
You guys take to the ocean, hoping to beat this rising storm, which is coming to bear down upon you. I need to briefly clear the map
Do it.
and set up the next scene. But I'm going to need a roll from each of you guys as you take off here in 1 second.
What kind of roll is this? Like initiative?
Oh, no, this is a piloting check.
Oh, okay.
Do we add anything to it?
Yeah. So I will take. Sorry, let me hold this up here. Yeah, so this is going to be a piloting check. So I will take a nature or.
Nurture.
No, would it be nature? It would be survival, certainly.
Perception?
I think survival makes sense for piloting a boat.
What about intimidation on the waves?
No,
Acrobatics.
definitely not.
Religion? Seemed to work for that starfish guy.
I might.
His name was Periwinkle. He was a champion.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm thinking survival or nature, unless somebody has a
No?
more sensical
I feel like
ship pilot.
perception.
Perception? I'll
You
make
can-
it. I'll allow that, but it'll be more difficult.
Well, never mind. Is it difficult by more than one?
Yeah, probably.
Then I won't do it.
By 2.
All right.
Great. I will take a perception check though, if you guys want to do a perception check.
Just on its own.
Yes, to see kind of what's happening out there.
18.
That's good.
9.
17.
Bad. That's good. I wonder if this works at all.
Ah! That's a wave if I've seen one.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. I'm trying to make this hold a wave.
You want me to put my box on?
Yeah, it won't happen. I'll need a box or something.
I've got this one, which will
That
work
would be
just
perfect. Good.
I've also got smaller boxes in here if you want to weight something down.
Yeah, we could probably weight this end down.
That works all right. Two boats upon a blue sea.
Sounds like the beginning of a Twilight Zone.
Two boats submitted for your approval. Two boats upon a blue sea.
Ordinary boats to any eye. But what they do not know is today was not water they found, but a little
Human blood.
something more.
In
Here.
the Twilight Zone.
Kraken Zone. You've entered
The Kraken Zone.
the Kraken Zone. Guys, let's get those checks. I'm going to need a nature or survival check from our skippers. As you guys hit to the ocean.
I'm going to re-roll mine,
Yes, rerolls.
and I'm going to drink,
Drink.
because that was the drinking god rule.
Me too.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
16.
15.
Those will both pass.
Nice.
And you got to really have perception check. As you guys start paddling away from the ocean, or from the island into the ocean, the storm clouds form behind you, and the water is clear and easy going at first, but then you start to notice these big shapes, dark shapes moving in the water beneath you. Sharks. Large sharks. Swimming with a purpose in your wake, just kind of following along, every now and then breaking in the surface and then coming down. Not anything too aggressive, just floating out there watching you guys.
Shark swimming with a porpoise. Now I've seen everything. Come on. Inspiration.
That was
Wait,
great.
you're a jet, dude.
The clouds continue to draw nearer and nearer. The waves get larger and larger until finally there's a deafening crack overhead. He's on it today. And the wave that you guys are on suddenly becomes a mighty swell. As if something enormous is moving beneath you guys. And there's one more miniature I need to grab.
One more Maxature.
Yeah.
And I think it's fair to say that in your boat, Aguilar's rowing and ours, Solon's rowing.
Yeah, of course. I was gonna say I could do Flurry of Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? It's pretty
Nice.
clever.
That's great. And then Zordicus looks back and goes, well, isn't that swell?
Oh. And then I say this isn't time to be wishy-washy.
Ooh, and we capsize and are murdered. And Zordicus just yells, keep the goat dry. No one wants soggy goat meat.
Hey, whatever we do, as long as we're entertaining, we don't want our fans to be starboard.
Ooh, nice. Open the bottle of port.
Mmm.
Whoa. Such love.
Just keep an even keel.
Yes, nice. Yeah. Oh, snaps.
Prawn!
Oh. Man,
This is
Yes.
beautiful.
that is incredible.
Thank you, Iron Tusk.
Yes.
Iron Tusk!
Of course.
Who has a new kid?
Of course.
Yeah, he does.
Hello.
Iron Tusk, congrats!
This is the kid. In a new squid.
Iron Tusk, by the way, if
We
you
got a new
ever
kid,
need,
we got a new squid.
if you ever need minis painted or whatever you need painted, Iron Tusk miniatures,
The guy.
insanely talented. Cannot say enough great things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys know his work already. He is excellent.
What I love too is like we knew Iron Tusk through Handsome Gary, and Iron Tusk has
Perfect.
over the past few years, but rapidly become like the name in miniatures.
He
Yeah.
should be.
Like he is like the celebrity painter.
For a moment, it breaks the surface.
Oh, snaps.
All you see, that's more of the shape you see in the wave. Also, it would be larger than this. It's gargantuan.
Sure. I've seen enough hentai to know.
I wish you could scale that up a little bit. Bursting out of, so you see just this huge black mass and this wave behind you, like, just kind of semi-translucently through the wave as the darkness comes overhead. 4 huge tentacles come extending out of the wave towards you guys, and you realize that this thing is enormous. What's coming towards you? It's huge. Again, we'll leave him back there because he'd be bigger than that, and he looks great. But we got to scale that thing up maybe 2 times, 3 times.
Okay.
Really big.
We gotta use our imagination in D&D.
Please do.
Yeah. No, thank you.
And you guys start to get real speed as it pushes you along on this huge wave, but then your boats start to get kind of pulled back towards this wave. And you get this sense of how the crest of this wave is, if you're going to lose too much room, it's either going to, too much speed on this thing, it's either going to get you with these tentacles, or you're going to get pulled back into this wave and crushed. You've been probably rowing your way out with oars this far, and you're going to have to set to with a will to keep ahead of this thing. A task which is made all the more difficult by the lashing rain, which starts to spit down upon you guys. Into your face. Thank you. A couple more. There we go. Let's do a quick photo of that.
Please, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks
Gorgeous.
That looks pretty cool. Let's get initiative checks from our 2 skippers.
Just
Who's going
us.
first? No, and we might as well get one from Tom.
Yeah.
Because we're having
I
fun.
forgot this, but we have advantage on our initiative because I have warning, the magic item that I got last round.
Oh
So
no!
any friend within 30 feet of me, we get an advantage on our initiatives.
Awesome.
Am I within 30?
Yeah, it's hard to tell in the waters.
5, 10, 5, 10,
Probably not.
15, 20, 25.
It's fine. I rolled really high.
Let's say you guys are close enough. That's probably
Yeah,
all right.
baby.
Okay, I'll try it again. Nope.
All right.
But that first one.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet. All right. Initiative checks. please. Going around in a circle, Zordicus.
12.
12 for Zort.
23
There
for
we go.
Roofer.
That's what I normally am
This
expecting.
is my last
17.
resort.
17.
Oh, did you see that? This is not Papa Roach, but Hoobastank is doing the new theme song for the new Sonic game.
What?
True story.
I don't know
Huh?
if I like
I
that.
don't like
True
that at all.
story. And the song is actually pretty fun because it's all like chiptune. It's just the singer from Hoobastank.
Oh.
Hoobastank does chiptune now?
No, Sonic does chiptune, but Hoobastank sings over it.
Oh my god.
Yipes.
It's
just seems
not
like it
as
would be-
bad as you would hope.
This seems like it would be
right.
improved by not having Hoobastank in the equation.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's so Sonic to have that. Like Hoobastank is the chili dog of bands.
Fair enough.
Hoobastank is the chili dog of bands.
Yeah.
I would take that. I feel like that
Yeah.
about a couple artists. Yeah, okay. And to bring it back to this, the Kraken is the chili dog of...
The ocean?
Leviathans?
Sure. No, I don't think there's Any, it's
Religion?
not the chili dog of anything. Yeah, the Kraken is the
Really?
chili dog of religions. Let's go with that one.
Okay.
Tentacles burst forth. These lashing tentacles are trying to crash down upon you. So this is going to essentially be a series of skill checks in order to see if you guys manage to keep yourselves in one piece.
All of them nature.
The only one piece I want is a bathing suit. Thank you, Rathbone.
You guys come... So just to paint the scene, howling wind, you can barely hear each other as water comes crashing down on you, beginning to slosh over the fronts of your boat, the prow as it comes down. Who has the highest passive perception? Probably
15.
15, I bet that's the highest. Ahead of you, somewhere far
You
off,
might.
piercing through the dark clouds, a white light shining out from somewhere on high, a single glowing point somewhere in the distance. Anyone knows this region? Probably not. That's okay.
I'm from Thunderblood.
Woo.
Yeah, no, but everyone's from far away. Something, a major landmark in the area.
History?
But a landmark, meaning
Sure, history.
land. So go towards the light.
Want to reroll that one?
No.
What do
It's
you know?
4.
4. Nope. Nothing. Nothing
Can I
at
do
all.
history?
Well, yeah, you're a
Can
bard.
we
I would
all
think.
do history?
No, I'm gonna call it here.
I point out that I see it.
Uh,
There's a light. There's a light in the distance. It's bright. It looks like we should know it. I feel like it's around the tip of my tongue. I can't quite picture it. I'm sure I've seen it in something.
You lose sight of again.
Is it Michael
Too far off.
Pruitt?
All right.
Is
it's
it
a shiny
Dante
object. Obviously, I love it. Let's go.
It looks. You have no idea if it's nearby or a long way off or not. Queen Sophia is hunkered down behind you, Roofer, holding the goat as well as she can, getting slammed with waves.
Aguilar, row faster. You've got this
All right. Faster than this.
as fast as you can.
Change your name to Row Faster.
Aguilar, row
Aguilar, row
faster.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we start out Roofer.
Yes.
First thing I need on your turn
Yes.
is a reflex
Perfect.
saving throw.
That's Dex, right?
Dexterity. That's absolutely right.
That is going to be a 10.
Okay. You fail to keep this boat from getting
Can I
sloshed
reroll?
over. Of course you can.
I reroll. Take a drink.
Reroll. Yep, drink it up.
Rerollio. Great. That is a 17.
17. That does succeed. So you manage to basically, in the front, guiding the ship forward, avoiding these massive swells as they come up and down, knocking you back and forth. Same thing from your side as we move around the table to what's your max? So Zordicus, we'll go to Zord. Zordicus, give me dexterity saving throw.
Woo.
There's water ahead. Watch out.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll re-roll.
That was a 3. We'll reroll that one.
Rerollio.
Not much better. That becomes an 8.
8.
Yeah.
Your ship gets too swamped with water, and you guys start to get pulled back, and all of a sudden you're aware of these massive tentacles flailing in the storm overhead. Okay, that's just to determine your guys' positions. Let's go to the actual initiative order. Roofer,
Yes.
you've got these huge tentacles behind you. You know you're going to have to make some more saves up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
I look at the tentacles and I judge the length.
Okay. They're probably about this length, so let's call them 20
20
long.
feet. Roughly how far am I in front of said tentacles?
Oh, these are
Having
big.
succeeded in
I
my
wish this
reflex
had
throw.
Wish this had a grid on it. Probably
I wish
30
so too.
feet. Say 30
30
feet.
feet, great. I say, continue forward. Let's
Okay.
do this.
All right, so if you're just being inspirational and leading, I'll give you an advantage on your rolls if you're not doing anything else.
Great, I'd
So-
like to use some sort of persuasion check to be inspirational to the people on my boat.
That sounds great.
I say, you can do this. You're Goliath. Your people may not be born on the ocean, but you also can take forth and run past anything that comes in your way. You just beat through it. You were a bouncer once, now you're a splasher, a rower. You're going to make your way. And that's going to be David, drink.
Whoa!
Why are you
Tom,
putting fingers on your
drink.
nose?
No.
Oh,
Hold on.
There's
that's
that flask you can always drink from.
No! I can't do that.
Don't forget about me,
Seven.
baby.
A 7 inspiration, so it wasn't my best speech.
I will still, I think, since that was.
Oh, but I get advantage on it?
No, I'm saying I think you grant advantage to,
Oh.
or you'll gain advantage to your next saving
Cool.
throw.
I like that.
If that's all
That's
you're
fine.
doing is being inspirational.
I'm just being inspirational. I'm just powering on my team.
Water's coming down around you. Mac, you,
Yes.
Solon, who's still just staring out, not even sure what the hell's going on. Tipsy, who's looking a little bit freaked out, and Zordicus are surrounded by these massive tentacles, and it looks like if you were to fail another check, you would get pulled all the way back into this swell. Possibly get totally swamped.
Oh boy.
What do you do?
Uh,
It looks like you're close enough for these tentacles to attack you as well, by the way.
okay. I do an animal handling check and try to get Tipsy to like,
Bail.
yeah, bail water out, make it easier for the boat to function.
You're doing this, so is Tipsy using her giant elephant hoofs?
Or no, I thought it'd be like
Yeah, it's more like this.
when you suck it in.
Yeah, it's like sucking it like
Okay.
a straw.
Would you big sprays of water out?
Sprays it straight up, it comes right back in.
Yeah. And Mac is just little
Bailing. Give me an
little
animal
hands.
handling check. So yeah, you're just getting out half a cupful at a time.
Yeah, it's a fifth
and then
of
like
each time.
10 gallons are sucked up by Tipsy. So let's see if Tipsy successfully sprays it out or if Tipsy sprays it up into the air.
Okay.
Just on top of you guys.
9.
You always better reroll on that.
Yeah, I do it.
That's a 12.
Yeah, it's fine.
I
That
saw the
is
2.
a 16.
I will take a 16. That is a success. So Tipsy starts to like spray it back up into the air, and then you just give her like the old like elbow. She's like out the side. Great. That's great. Zordicus, what would you be doing? That's gonna give you. I'll say that would give you guys advantage on your next check, helping with that.
Great. Zordicus then, because they're close to the creature and fearing attacks, but also like kind of in awe of it and wants to see it a little better, releases fairy fire.
Oh.
And what this does is creature within 20 feet, so a lot of these tentacles, the Kraken, if it fails its dex save, it glows a bright green and has
Okay.
disadvantage on its attacks.
You're casting it on the Kraken though,
Yeah, baby.
so I have to make a dex save against that.
Yeah, 16.
Okay. Sure, I'll roll. Why not?
Release the Kraken.
There we go. Uh-huh. Great. Passes. You also.
Or does it?
Ooh, everybody everybody drink.
Nah, damn it.
Passes.
Or no.
You raise a hand towards this beast and begin to cast a spell on it. And as you do so, You reach out, and it's this just the sense of the aura of this presence, the enormity of it strikes you. And you get a sense that this thing is of godlike power.
Okay.
This is the visions of your mind of ancient, probably the pictures you saw in those books that you've never seen in real life. Pictures of it wrapping tentacles around the largest warships and just tearing it to pieces like a child kicking down a sand castle. And especially an ancient story, or actually not even that ancient. This one, yeah, probably ancient, because you've been a hermit for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
And you're not from here. Of people not building on shorelines, just because of like magnificent, wonderful cities, gems of civilization being built right on the shore, and then being obliterated in a single night by the wrath of a kraken. Come to mind, and you're like, whoa.
So Zordicus just yells out, "Whoa, you ain't messing around, baby!"
Great. I'm going to make some attacks with these tentacles upon you guys who are in the back boat there. These tentacles go crashing down. Give me a reflex saving throw, or dexterity saving throw, thank you, from Mac and Zordicus, please. Now, on a success, we'll say you guys take half damage.
Okay.
On a failure, you'll take full damage, or you can choose to lose some gear instead of taking the full damage.
Joke's on you, we haven't gotten gear yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. You guys have some magical items.
What are these magical items so I can write them on my character
I think that's
sheet?
a great question. Zordicus, what do you have in terms of gear? I think you got something last time, right?
I have the warning. I have another weapon that's a dagger. I have a healing potion and another potion that's a red fizzy greater healing potion. Plenty of copper. I have an herbalism kit, scroll, explorer's pack. I got plenty to throw overboard.
Okay, what specifically great gear do you have? Do you have a magic item?
Yeah.
You have a potion?
I have
A couple
a
potions?
greater healing potion, a healing potion,
Okay.
and then the whatever amulet of warning. Or the
Amulet
thing
of warning. Great. Okay. Tom, I see you furrowing your brow. Do you know
Yeah,
if you
I've
have any
got-
magic items or anything of interest?
Yeah, I have healing potions. I have a gem.
Tipsy's pretty magical.
Yeah, she's pretty magical.
Oh,
too.
Tipsy.
Well, no, we're not.
Oh, what it?
Elephants can swim.
A flash in your mind of an enormous tentacle wrapping itself around Tipsy
Horrible.
and yanking her out of the boat into the depths.
Why are you putting us through this?
Because it's a premonition that leaps into your mind as you look at your elephant,
It's a
and then at
bullshit
these tentacles which are large enough to grab an elephant.
Fuck.
And I'm getting the sense that Roofer does not have any magic items.
No.
You've mentioned this.
I mean, I may. I lost my character sheet, so I don't now. I don't anymore.
Well, you do have at least a glowing blue.
I do have a
orb
glowing blue orb.
in your pocket, which we haven't done anything with. Guys, I need these reflex or dexterity saving throws. Zordicus, what did you roll?
16.
16. That's a pass.
20.
20. Oh, okay, you guys both pass. So you're going to take only half damage on this.
Which is 40 points.
Let's see. It's quite a bit. It is 18, so you take half of that. You guys take 9 as the boat is slammed by these massive. You guys go down and you're bounced back up. And the Kraken comes bursting, surging forward. Like already it seemed like it was going quickly, but it starts to surge more quickly forward through the waves, and the front part of its horrible, massive, distended mouth begins to break through. Water pouring off of it in huge waterfalls. And then behind that, horribly, eyes as large as you. Eyeballs, if you were to curl up that large, staring out of it. And what is truly horrifying is that they are clearly intelligent.
And easy targets.
Malevolent eyes. You are shaken. Shaken unless we can get a will saving throw. We'll make that a wisdom check.
Will Smith.
So from everybody, I think everyone's going to have advantage on it because of your leadership check.
Woo.
Was advantageous. You
And
were.
his
I roll
bailing.
one as well?
Yeah.
So I'll say you have advantage on it. Your boat does not because you got pulled back. You're closer to it. This is your wisdom. will saving throw, advantage for Roofer, not advantage for the other guys.
Ooh. Crit.
Crit!
Crit?
Yeah, baby.
Cheers.
I gotta get a drink. I've been missing these last.
What do you need?
I gotta.
We'll get you more Coke for your rum.
Whatever's easy.
Please, sir, please.
That's easy.
I'll take a Diet Coke, actually, if you have one, too. Counteract all this sweet booze.
Oh, the sweet booze.
The sweet booze.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Whoop.
The Kraken drinks the
Kraken.
Coke!
20.
18.
18.
You guys have seen worse. Yeah, that's what.
So you've got eyes? I've got eyes too. I've got 2 of them.
When you know how painful it is to get poked in the eyes.
Yeah! Are the Kraken's eyes glowing red? Do they flash when I target them? Real
They
questions.
probably are glowing red. I don't know if they flash when you target them. What does it look like when a roofer targets something? Does he give it like a boo-doo-doo?
Yeah, he holds out a. He's like, mm.
Yeah.
Potential client.
Bing, bing, bing. Sucker.
Great. You guys all succeeded. Give me reflex saving throws now in order to try and get, dexterity saving throws in order to try and get the boat forward out of these tentacles again or slide backwards further.
That is a 17.
Oh, sorry, and just from our skippers.
17.
17, I like it.
Reflex.
Reflex.
24.
I'm going to...
26. I
Pretty
forgot to
good,
add my
Roofer. Pretty good. I'm going to send a... Where'd my rerolls go? They're there. Reroll that Zordicus.
Ooh.
Skipper.
Even better. That's a 20.
Good enough that you manage to focus and drive the boat forward. You don't have any disadvantage on that because you surpassed your will saving throw. Pulling away as you guys row harder and harder, your arms beginning to burn with exhaustion now as you're trying to keep ahead of this thing. Tentacles waving in the air.
Tipsy, just like jet engineing out the back.
Would the Kraken have a language?
That's a great question.
Is it common?
I don't know if you would know
Dwarf?
that. What would your... what's a good knowledge skill? Do you have knowledge of dungeoneering?
There's an.
They don't have that on there. What do they have?
But if I know, like the languages I know, could I also start to like yell stuff? And
Yeah, you can definitely yell stuff at them if you want.
All right. And then in Abyssal, Zordicus is gonna kind of Hail Mary. And just,
You said abyssal?
yeah,
Okay.
and
All
yell as loudly as possible. We are not your enemy. The priest was spouting falsehoods about you.
Whoa. Give me a deception check. That's deception, I would say.
That is deception.
As you're screaming behind you into the winds. 9 ain't gonna do it.
I'm gonna re-roll it then.
Re-roll it. 7, that does it. It does not. Re-roll that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Triple rolls. Yeah, do that other one.
Oh, you want to spend your inspiration on this? Do you have inspiration right now?
Yeah, he does
yeah.
have inspiration.
That comes to 20.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna stick with?
Yeah. And I will just say, I didn't know what the priest was saying. So I don't know for a fact that I am lying.
Okay.
And
If you believe it.
Yeah.
so, quick question,
Yeah.
because you, like, some people game this way, and I'm one of those people who is very much on the map. I very lock into not theater of the mind. It's a problem I have. So
Sure.
I have to always relate to David and ask him how this
Big
affects us.
problem, Matt.
It's a problem.
You do a good job, Matt.
I try not to.
You do a good job.
Because I passed both times, does that mean I'm 2 steps ahead instead of 1? Or am I still only 1 step ahead compared to their 1?
Yeah, I think it's succeeding, even if you succeed a bunch of times in a row, it's just going to keep you at your baseline.
Okay.
And
So this whole thing is constantly moving.
yeah,
is the idea.
it's all in motion.
It's just.
But I can hear Zordicus from where I am.
I think you can hear him.
I'm yelling pretty
We
loud.
established you guys are
projecting.
about 30 feet. You're into a storm. Water is spraying into your face, but you turn around
And
and
I'm
shout
with
out.
as much gusto
Okay.
screaming that this priest said falsehoods about the Kraken in Abyssal. I'm taking that stab in the dark that would be something
Okay.
that a Kraken might understand.
So, if I could,
Oh, yes.
I would like to run to the rear of my ship
Oh.
to be closer to the Kraken and use a persuasion check to confirm what Zordicus is saying.
You want to back him up?
I want to back him up for probably the only time that I've ever wanted to back Zordicus
Okay.
up. No!
I will allow that. If you want to back him up,
Tripped.
I'll take a persuasion check on that.
Tripped
What would
by
you
the
be
goat.
saying to back him up?
I'd be saying, look, he's right. He's basically, I mean, I panicked because none of the cameras were red. What he's saying is true. The man whose arms went up in the air, he was lying. He was saying, that Kraken, he's a pile of shit. He's not great. I'm going to call him up here just to say
Wait a
what
minute.
for.
I see a small problem. You were shouting in Abyssal. Do you speak
I'm
Abyssal?
saying, no, I don't. But my imp speaks Infernal. And I'm going to have my
Still
imp
different.
translate.
My
I-
question
I'm
is,
in-
you don't know what he was saying to back him
Oh.
up, to know what he was saying. So you just hear him scream,
Problems.
Yeah.
and it's
What
a
he
good
says,
idea.
it's true. I believe this man. Everything he says,
Okay.
it's great.
So-
I'm giving thumbs up like this. It's impressive.
I will give you a +2 to your check.
Okay.
Not, which unfortunately in this case it doesn't make a big difference.
But it makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
Yeah.
So what
If
you're
you-
saying is, there's a difference.
Yeah. The Kraken stops.
Kraken says, you're great.
It responds, certainly.
Oh.
Not in words, but in a voice which vibrates your skull from the front to the back, like it's using your cranium as an amplifier for psychic waves. It's like if you were going over like an extremely bumpy road, you just started like, or in front of like a super low bass amplifier, like a subwoofer, that was the size of a wall, that was just
Right.
you're hit with an intense sonic wave of energy. In Abyssal, responding in Abyssal. That is a language that it speaks.
Yeah.
Clever bastard.
I'm glad I just wrote that in, America.
How does one spell abyssal?
Yeah.
And it seems
Abysmally.
4B-Y.
it seems to ignore what you were saying about the priest, as if the priest was below its notice or concern.
That makes sense.
And it simply responds with a
Worship me, or die!
Yeah.
super metal.
Great.
Essentially, that's what you pick up from it.
It's the lead singer of Gwar.
Hashtag or
Which is a female now.
exclamation point.
Oh.
That's dope. I like that.
Because the first guy, I think he died.
I thought
Yeah, that's sad.
the
Like
guy
2 years ago.
transitioned.
Hey,
That would be
extra
the
dope.
most Guar thing.
Yeah.
It rattles you, sending you almost like staggering back a step. But for a moment, you at least touch on its psychology, which is that it regards itself as a god.
Okay. I'll relay that to the crew.
Okay.
It's a god and it wants us to worship it.
Immediately, Mac and Tipsy are like, the Kraken, yeah, the Kraken's the best.
Awesome.
Zordicus and Abyssal will shout back, "What better way to praise your glory than to let us survive your wrath, spreading word to the mainland?
Ooh.
Clever.
You can't get more followers if your followers are dead."
That's just social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I have
Follow us on Twitch/Saving Throw Show.
Zordicus is like, my Instagram is pretty popular.
You can check out my DIYs.
Okay. And then I guess it responds with another insane blast of sonic noise that says,
Then become my priest and bear the mark of the Kraken!
and with that, focuses its tentacles and its attention on you.
Solon.
It means you, Solon?
Just whip him in front of you.
No, and the tentacles begin to rise up and as one look like they're going to try and descend upon your boat, aiming towards you. Okay, it's really closing in on you guys now. So, however, that blinding beacon that you guys have been rushing towards, you're essentially riding a Mondo wave. You're moving way faster than you could be rowing now. Like you put the oars in and the oars are just like as they're getting sucked back by the speed of the wave. You're barely staying on top of this crest. You hope that land is near. You can't see it through the blasting rain and the darkness, but it is focusing its attention on Zordicus's boat, and particularly on Zordicus the skipper. I need another reflex dexterity saving throw from the group. This one's going to be more challenging, and it's just for your boat. I guess it'll be easier for the other boat. So Roofer, it's going to be a DC 12 for you. For Zordicus,
Another reflex?
I need an 18 dexterity. Yeah, dexterity save.
No.
Yep.
The rerolls ain't gonna do it.
I gotta reroll.
15.
You don't need to necessarily. And do you want to reroll?
Oh, I don't have any rerolls.
You're out. Matt, if you want to spend one on Zordicus' behalf, I'd allow that, but I need to know what you're doing on his behalf. It is essentially this is the tentacles closing in, and they're kind of rising up like a scorpion's tail, trying to lash down. In fact, they're probably plunging down into the water just behind the boat as you guys go, trying to gain purchase on it. There's probably one still on you guys.
I'm distracting the tentacles a little bit. I'm ripping off pieces of the leather backpack I have and kind of like throwing pieces up in the direction to be like, oh, I assume these tentacles go off of feel.
Hurling
so I
things
want
up.
it to be like, oh, there's something over there.
I think it'll take, I like that idea. It'll take more than just scraps, though. If you want to throw actual possessions
All
at
right,
it.
I'll throw.
Be something fairly.
I'll throw 2 of my healing potions. I'll just.
What?
That works for me. A satchel with your healing potions in it. You can send that flying up.
Should get stronger.
I know. Oh, thank you.
That one of the. Okay, great. So I'll give you advantage on this, on your rerolls here.
Ooh,
However many rerolls you want. Oh, this is just giving you a reroll, isn't it?
Yeah.
So sorry, not giving you advantage on it. Just giving you a reroll because you didn't have.
I
any more
heard
to
it
spend.
too, America.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That is a crit fail.
Oh no.
Now, is it a crit fail that you can't re-roll on a skill check, or is it only on attacks?
I think natural ones and natural 20s can't be. Are you okay with me making you guys reroll natural 20s on skill checks? I don't think so. That would be BS.
I'm fair. That's part of the game. Yeah.
Ooh, that's delicious. Mac, you throw up the healing potions, and a tentacle just wraps around it and crushes it with a. And hurls it aside, and then there's another massive peal of lightning, and the Kraken, like you see more of its body than ever as it surges out. A huge wake causes your boats to separate for a moment, and these tentacles come plunging down. And Mac, for a moment, you just see a tentacle, Tipsy lets out a trumpet of distress as a tentacle comes over its back, seizes Zordicus, and yanks him out of the boat, and then back into the waves. There's the wave redoubles in size. Comes like it's just towering over you guys, like it's you getting pulled up into the swell, and it's crashing over. And then it comes bearing down, and then there's this flash of blinding light, like a piercing white light, and then the huge crashing of water upon you, a massive peal of thunder, blackness. And we open, after a moment of total blackness and silence, upon a beach. Shipwrecked, washed up upon a sandy shoal.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
The beach. Great soundtrack.
It wasn't a bad one.
No, it was. I like that soundtrack. Face down in the sand, unconscious, classic shipwreck victims. The storm has abated. The waves are lapping up at your like rag tattered clothing that you have on you. The camera pans as if there was a camera. We see,
Whatever fantasy is for camera.
yeah, exactly. Magical scrying sensor pans over. Roofer, unconscious, slowly groggily gaining, spitting out sand. Over Mac, sprawled out unconscious. Over Tipsy, also sprawled out unconscious in the exact same position next to you. And then Solon,
Head of Zorkis.
Chancho. Solon,
Who's your next character?
Yeah.
Chancho, Aguilar. Aguilar, who probably is washed up and has got in his massive manly arms the princess, or the queen, Queen Sophia, but he's looking pretty bedraggled. No Zordicus.
No goat.
Go there.
Win-win. Oh.
Go.
Goat
Staggering,
made it.
staggering out, totally bedraggled. No Zordicus as we pan across the empty
Sweet.
beach until Zordicus, standing upon the shore, not looking bedraggled, awake and aware, gazing out into the ocean. As we pan to you, slow turn to the magical sensing scry, and a mark emblazoned upon your forehead like if a giant octopus sucker was put right against your forehead and hickied you essentially.
Looks kind of like if Smash Mouth landed.
Like like the shape of an L on your forehead. No, not like that. Like a giant octopus sucker just got as hard as it could and then pulled away, and so like kind of tear mark with those tentacle marks had left a huge.
Oh my god.
It permanently affects your charisma.
And then he, can
You seem to be fine. You don't remember as much as these guys what had happened.
I be standing on the water?
No. Maybe. We're gonna have to think about the record. Well,
Just stand on the water and then
for further
I do that?
marks of the Kraken, I would allow that.
You can get more.
but then he
Gotta
It
catch 'em all.
depends. We have a moment of. We'll get to this flashback. This is like the beginning of the second Lord of the Rings or something like that, where we open on.
what it was like to be in the Kraken.
Yes, where you, with a tentacle around you, being pulled into like deep into the dark depths, a churning wave by this massive Kraken, so much larger than you, being pulled down next to burning red eyes into the blackness, into the freezing cold.
Can there also be a cutscene of Zordicus with his parents and his mom's like, now you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery. If you have a
Zordicus
tattoo.
was Jewish?
Yeah. Oy vey.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-bum. Critches. We end with that. I think
Yeah.
that's an excellent ending point.
That's
We
a
will
good
say-
ending
I will-
point.
That's pretty stunning. We'll see how that develops into. You've lost your healing potions. Mark those down.
Not all of them, just one. Sorry, two,
Two.
but I have one left, I meant to say.
Ooh, you trickster.
Oh, come on.
I meant to deprive you of all of your healing potions.
I
Two of
never-
your healing potions are cast away.
Zordicus moves his hair down, covering his forehead, and go, and that's the end of that.
It is. You can kind of hide it if you wear ugly bangs.
Oh yeah, he doesn't care.
Okay, we'll get into exactly what that means. That was
Oh,
interesting.
Kraken powers.
It certainly prevented the rest of you guys from having a more horrible ending. So, maybe.
Isn't it weird to think that everyone in the party now owes Zordicus?
Oh no.
I didn't miss a throw.
Oh, but you could have been much worse, my friend.
What?
If I dove off?
I talked to the Kraken.
He told me. I will.
He's like, you gotta eat that goat, man.
That's all he wants. Eat the goat, man.
The rest of the your guys' group starts kind of gains consciousness and gets up, and you guys kind of get your bearings under this hot sun, and probably step up the beach a little ways under the shade of the trees. It's not tropical here necessarily. It's more of like regular coniferous kind of trees, conifers and stuff like that out on the beach. And the Queen, Sophia's shivering cold in her tattered rags. Where are we? What is this? And I guess the goat would answer.
Jim Brewer.
Goat boy?
That was a thing.
It was a real thing.
That was a popular thing.
Yeah, he ate garbage. He was a goat boy. It was the 90s for us. The goat sort of, before your eyes, sort of starts to like shift and revert into a quasi-human form. Half man, half goat, but in a kind of ugly way.
Yeah, there's not a pretty way.
Face still hairy and this tufted beard. Hybrid form. Goat man. Looks a lot like Duke Draymore. I'll tell you where we are. The Bandit Coast. Denizens of the most despicable and dangerous bandits, outcasts, renegades, and madmen dwell in the ruins of destroyed Regalport. You've doomed us now.
Someone shut this bitch up. We keep dooming this man. Zorkus looks at him, lifts up his forehead. And is just
The
like,
mark of the Kraken.
yes, yes, yes. I'll just send my Kraken buddy after them. Tune in for Zordicus and what's crack-a-lackin'.
Yeah. So we pull out.
And that's the night.
We pull out. You guys have made it to the shore. You're not quite sure what that bright light was you guys saw before. There doesn't seem to be anything to that description around where you guys are now. We pull way out and we can see the huge distance between where you are and the nearest city, Greyhaven or wherever else that would be, and the trackless wilds between there and here. Yeah, and I think that's where we end it, right?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Not that that was better than your line, but
Oh, come on.
I had to get the last word.
You did, of course. Please set the stage. Never end with me.
Thanks for watching us tonight, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Always
for the
thank
great
you.
donations. This was an awesome night. Always so fun. We'll be back in a month.
In a month.
The first Thursday in August is what it looks like right now. We'll circulate a calendar and we'll let you guys know about all of that. Thank you for the great donations.
Thank you.
You guys have fun
Yes.
tonight?
Yeah, I had a
Lots-
blast.
yeah.
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 Way
Thank
to-
you for tuning in with us.
Yeah.
Way to get a crit fail on that saving throw versus the Kraken. That was
Yeah.
dope.
This crits.
Also, thanks for
Fun
summoning
added
the
story.
Kraken.
Yeah. It makes sense because this is all Zordicus's fault.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you all owe him big time.
I've been loving this kind of sandbox direction we've been running this game because you guys just operate so well when I just go like, and what do you guys do now? And then you guys just do something insane and I go, great.
When you say you guys.
No, everyone does
you
something
mean,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Dan,
if
I'm
not him,
just-
is Gary like picking a fight with Duke Draymore or it's
Yeah.
whatever?
But like from day one,
Yeah.
I knew something was up with that dude.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Like
Well, he seems to be some
a
sort of-
version to silver.
Yeah.
Like goats.
Goats. Fucking hate silver.
He's got something going on. You're not far off. You're
Aluminum.
really
Yeah.
They
close.
love.
Zorkus is very right in his mistreatment of Duke Draymore.
I wonder what happens if he gets struck by something other than lightning. Does he turn into another creature?
Ooh,
One way to
only one.
find out.
Yeah, we gotta just keep killing him.
All right,
Okay, how
so-
much health do you regain by eating feta cheese?
One way to find out. Feta cheese, is that made from goat's milk?
Yeah, that's goat cheese.
Goat cheese. I had no idea. Guys, thanks. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. So we'll be back. I'll be back on. I won't be. But in 2 Thursdays from now, I'll be back with my regular game, Never Tell Me the Odds. Next Thursday, I'm gone for a trip back to Colorado, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, but watch the schedule. We have lots of great games. Do we have anything tomorrow night? Black Bag, right? Black Bag tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Lovecraft game. So if you guys want more tentacles and more boats, there's a Viking game where they're dealing with like,
Tentacles and boats.
yeah, you'll get more of that tomorrow night. Tune in for that. And then anything else we should talk? Yeah, no.
Next month I'll try and wear a more Stroby shirt.
Yes, we'll strobe you out more.
I'll
Guys,
just wear a strobe light.
watch our Twitter feed for more crazy info next time we're playing. And any
yeah,
other
tweet us
events going on.
stuff, Facebook us stuff. Mostly tweet us stuff because we don't really check that Facebook.
Yeah, tweet us is better. At Crit Juice, you guys knew that already.
Yeah.
And of course, support Saving Throw. We love these guys. Thank you so much. At Saving Throw, you know that. But yeah, and we have a Patreon, or there's a Saving Throw Patreon. I mean,
There's a saving throw.
Saving Throw Patreon, patreon.com/Saving Throw. Great for you guys to support us there. Even $1 a month lets you know that you like that we get together and play games for you. Like it's a big vote of confidence. I think that's
Can I
it.
plug one random thing?
Yes.
Justin Osterling, who
Yeah.
did a lot of awesome Crit Juice art. He did a lot of awesome art for Rat
God.
Queens and stuff. He has a Patreon now too, and it's all going towards a comic he's making called Quest Available, and it is awesome. So check out Justin Osterling.
If he's involved with it, I bet it's great.
It looks beautiful, and there's a cool subscription level too, where he will put your D&D character as a background character in his real comic.
Oh, fun.
Put
which
Zordicus in it.
Is
Yeah.
so rad.
What is Osterling? OES, right?
Osterling.
OS.
I think it's Patreon. Oh no, Justin O.
Okay,
but
Google
I could
it.
be wrong.
Google
Yeah.
it. Google Patreon and Justin.
Put it on our
Osterling.
Twitter, but check that out too because that's a
We'll put
rad Crit Juice fan who is awesome.
Yeah.
We'll put it on our Twitter. Guys, thanks again so much for watching. I think that's it for us tonight. But big goodbye from everybody here.
Thanks for
Bye.
following Gay Ass Gale.
And Rock Navy 93.
Yeah.
And Matt's mom. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.